Summertime's coming up, and you know what that means.
A stinkier ballsack is on the way.
And if you're like McClay, not only do they stink, but you probably have been growing them out since November. But they deserve better.
And we're here to help.
The Performance Package 4.0 has arrived, and oh man, is it a game changer. Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer. You get the Weed Whacker ear and nose trimmer, the Crop Reviver ball deodorant, the Crop Preserver, the boxers. You even get a traveling bag.
So get 20% off and free shipping with promo code Bogcast at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com with promo code Bogcast. Trust me, your balls will thank you.
Dumb.
Stupid.
Crazy. Dangerous.
Stinks. In one word, would I use dope? Nope.
I don't know why I can't figure this out, bro. I thought it's like every other time, right?
Before we get started, I am proud to announce that the Bogcast has officially partnered with Hempful Farms. These are products that I truly believe in and that I have been using for years now. Even Fabius and Gertie love their Paw Putty products. They literally have CBD for everyone. So if you want to save money when buying your CBD, just go to hempfulfarmscbd.com, use promo code BODCAST, and you will save 15% off when spending $35 or more. And you will get free shipping when spending $75 or more. So again, just use promo code BODCAST at the checkout and go to hempfulfarmscbd.com.
Yeah, it smells hot. You smell it? Yeah.
Where the fuck is McClay?
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Bogcast. I'm your host, Keith Obit, joined with my best friend, Bryan McClay. What's up, dog?
Dude, that song still hits every time I hear it, bro. It still hits.
Gets you going, huh?
Yeah, it's a good song.
I love that. I love the visuals too. I need to give a shout out to the creator. I'll put that in the description actually later.
Yeah.
What you got going on for us this evening?
We got the Discord, you guys. Come hang out. If you want to watch the show on the Discord with us. If you guys want to join the show, You guys can call in, just jump into the Bogcast stage and give us a hand wave, and we'll try and bring you on. And shout out to everybody in the live chat tonight, letting us know what strain they smoke.
Fuck yeah.
Make sure you guys check out all our links below, and go use promo code Bogcast at manscaped.com.
Yeah, also make sure to check out our Rumble. We're slowly growing on there. Our entire catalog's pretty much on there right now. So go to rumble.com if you want to follow us on there. Usually we've been doing that bullshit where we do YouTube for about an hour and a half and then do the uncensored content on Rumble. But since we have a strike, it goes away in 2 weeks. I say, fuck it. Let's just do the whole show on YouTube tonight. I mean, we'll probably get a strike for it, but we'll see what happens, right? I don't give a fuck, dude. What do you think?
Dude, you know I'm always down. I'm chilling, bro. I'm just here to hang out and enjoy the show. I'm down to do whatever, bro.
Word. Well, I got some fucking funny shit, dude, to show you in the comedy world. So the first hour I'll show you a few clips, and then second hour, dude, after the UFO report, we'll just chill and smoke and show each other some funny and fucked up videos. So let's get into it. All right, McClay. This might be one of the most pathetic things to happen in the comedy world. I mean, I think my least favorite kind of person is someone who just can't take a joke, even if it's about themselves, you know?
Yeah.
Like I love when I'm hanging out with everybody and like it's a rip fest, and especially when you guys are ripping on me, you know what I mean? Like that's funny to me. But some people just cannot fucking handle a joke. And you know Sam Tripoli, right?
I do.
What do you think of Sam?
Hat himself.
Yeah.
I like Sam.
I love Sam. I love Sam for that shit. For that reason, the tinfoil shit.
I think he's out there. I think he's a cool cat. He's like, I don't know. He's like a caricature of himself. Like, you know what I mean? Like after all the early podcasting shit that he was on.
He's an OG for sure.
Yeah, the LA comedy scene, all that stuff that happened. Yeah, he's a comedy store guy. So yeah, I love Sam Tripoli. So I used to listen to this podcast they had. It was Sam Tripoli. I forget who. I think Ari was on it, but they talked about sports, and it was really good.
I remember that, dude.
Yeah, it was really.
I love
good.
when him and like Eddie Bravo get together. It's just like super tinfoil, because they'll be like the first people I hear the conspiracy theories from that eventually become popular. Like they're like in it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but if you don't know who Sam Tripoli is, he's a stand-up comedian, but he also has a podcast. But he gets real into the conspiracies and shit like that. But anyway, he performed at the Comedy Store, and I don't even think he knew, but MGK was in the audience, and I think he was making a joke in general, and MGK thought it was about him from my understanding of what I got. But Sam Tripoli posted a 20-minute clip talking about the incident, but MGK ended up going backstage of the Comedy Store and confronting Sam about the jokes that were supposedly about him. Like, how fucking pathetic is that? But I'm going to play a clip for you, McClay, because I want you to hear it from Sam's mouth really quick. This is crazy, dude. So they just get done talking about whether you can use the W word on here on YouTube, whether it's safe or not, instead of, you know, I'm talking about like when white people act black, the W word.
Oh yeah.
Because you can't say that on YouTube. So they just get done talking about that on here.
Hold on. Can't hear it. Can't hear it, bro.
You couldn't hear it? God damn it.
Patrick says, I saw MGK live over 15 years ago, back when he was actually MGK.
I have you know what? I'm going to play a really fast clip in regards to that, because I just want to let everyone know where me and McClay stand on MGK.
I knew this was coming.
Be honest, Machine Gun Kelly kind of tore Eminem up.
What are you talking about? Eminem dissed him so hard he changed genres. Now he does punk rock.
Top punk rock. Are you kidding? He goes fucking, dude.
Eminem's response to MGK diss to MGK was so cheesy, and MGK tore him up, bro.
You got roasted in the comments, by the way.
I know.
Roasted. Okay, you can hear it now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wanna act like
black.
Malibu's Most Wanted, yeah.
Yeah, Malibu's Most Wanted, all that stuff. You know the word.
Yeah.
So I do this whole joke with that. I do a joke about Bobby Lee's fans call me homophobic slurs. And so I'm doing it. Next thing I know, and this is where the controversy comes in, okay? Here's the controversy, everybody. Machine Gun Kelly comes backstage.
So funny.
He's being led by security.
He's got his own security there?
No, comedy club security, because later on we find out he's the guest of the GM.
Okay.
All right? He's a guest of the GM. He walks in the back of the green room. He walks to the hallway to the green room, stops in front of me, and Johnny, I sent you video. Can you show it?
I have it right here, yeah.
This is pathetic.
So who's shooting this? Is this from Comedy
This is
Store?
from Johnny Betancourt.
Okay.
So here's Machine Gun Kelly walking to the back. Okay, just hit play. Here we go. He's walking to the back. I'm hanging out. Everyone's like, wow. And I'm like, hey, how's it going? Yeah, how's it going? So stop it. That's Trevor Wallace. Stop. Right now.
He doesn't look happy right now.
No, he's angry at me.
He looks angry at you.
Yeah, and he's about to talk mad shit to me.
And you look like, oh, hey, dude.
I can't tell what's going on right now.
I can tell by your face you can't tell what's going on.
And I think he's trying to be a comic. Okay? I think he's trying to be a comic, saying funny stuff. So run this real quick. So what he's saying to me is like, you look like a guy who talks a lot of shit. And I go, yeah, I do. He goes, you look like a guy who talks a lot of shit to me. And I go, I do talk a lot of shit. I do. I talk shit about your shirt and your hair.
Wait, hold on. Did you just touch it?
How badass is that for Sam just to like hold his ground in that moment, right? I love
Yeah, because
this.
he knows
Bro.
if he gets punched, it's on fucking camera, dude.
Oh, it's funny you say that because he brings that up.
Really?
Yeah.
Tim?
Yeah. I go talk shit about. I didn't touch him. I pointed to him.
Oh, okay.
I go talk shit about your shirt and your hair. I'm gonna talk shit about it.
Have you been up yet?
Oh yeah, he saw me open up the show. That's why he's upset with me.
Well, can you want to go ahead and explain why he might be upset with you?
Because I did a joke about the things that you won't let me talk about right now.
But is he self-conscious that
I
he
think
might
he thinks
fit?
that I'm talking about him.
Which those are jokes that you've told
1,000 times.
1,000 times, yeah. And that
makes it even more pathetic. That the jokes aren't even about him. He just is so fucking goddamn conceited that he's like, oh my God, I'm here, so this is about me. I need to go confront this guy. Dude, what a fucking bitch. Holy shit. I can't believe there's video of this. Like this makes him like even more pathetic. What do you think?
I think Sam Tripoli's a badass.
Yeah, this makes Sam Tripoli even more badass, dude.
You want to hear what does he say about the camera?
We'll check this out.
That tells me he's a little too touchy.
Of course he's touchy, bro. Of course he's touchy. We lit him up before. Did
you know he was in the crowd?
No,
when you were
I
on
don't
stage?
care who's it. I don't care. I
but
just do the show.
So there's no chance that you did that bit.
No.
Because he was in the crowd.
I really like to open the show, and it's like what Tom Rose says about me. I'm like I play at the front of the net. When I play tennis, I'm at the front of the net.
Gotcha.
I'm just aggressive John McEnroe. That's what I am.
Serve and volley.
Yeah, I just want to get people like, hey, we're here. There's no rules. Let's go. This is the greatest show. The Comedy Chaos is the greatest showcase show on planet Earth.
In their face.
Okay. And the whole point is like, I want to have all my favorite people have the best time of their life. I want the crowd to appreciate. So I take care of everybody in the show. Everybody makes money in the show. Everyone's take care of.
So I've actually seen Sam at the Comedy Store, dude. He's fucking great. He's fucking amazing. He had about maybe 10 minutes that he did. I was fucking blown away. And he's right. He does that. Those just aggressive, hardcore jokes. You know what I mean? And let me speed it up to this next part. I think it's 8:55. The funniest thing is like the Comedy Store, the people are telling him not to put this out, not to talk about it.
He gets in my face 3 times.
This is so crazy. Okay, you ready
he
to play
gets in my house, my face 3 times.
Ready?
Okay. So now he's like, yeah, hit it. Now he's like, you're talking shit about me on stage? I go, yeah, dude. Because you talk shit about...
I saw this guy now who he's got. Is this one of his boys here with the bleach blonde hair?
Yeah, that's his boy. And I have nothing against that guy. Yeah, it's unfocused right now. So now we're in an argument, and everyone in the green room is getting fight eyes. And what this dude doesn't understand is he's had an away game. This is an away game for Machine Gun Kelly. This is not a home game for you, bro.
Yeah.
You are not on you're in enemy territory right now.
Yeah.
Everybody here in the normal life would shit talk the fuck out of you. And look again, Johnny. I mean, you played our clips. I guess we shit talk. I really don't even care.
No, we did. Yeah, his music's bad.
Okay. So I wish you could find, dude. Can you go to find the Comedy Store? Man, I wonder what his name.
Okay, I just want to play in a couple more parts really quick.
Hey, brah. Yeah.
I found your picture. Here we go.
Oh yeah. So the Comedy Store goes, hey, let me take a picture. Let's take a picture. I go, okay, we'll take a picture. Okay.
There we go. It's weird, bro.
This is
Doesn't it
the
look
picture.
weird?
This is the last time.
Yeah.
This is our last interaction. And the reason I put that up is because
you should have shown him. He's got black fingernails. You should have shown him your black toenails.
That's true. That's true. The reason I put that out, Johnny, is because I was begged by people I love not to put out this footage. And here I am putting it out without saying the word. And so he's in a fight with me. He was about to fight me right there. And hey, let's just take a picture and go. So I put, hey, man, we were about to fight. Now we're lovers. I topped this guy. Okay. Hashtag gay for MGK. Okay.
Yeah.
People lose their minds. People lose their
On
minds.
Instagram, to be clear. Yeah.
People, they are questioning their reality.
I
right
was just
now.
scrolling through it, like even who was it that like, dude, we know he's a pretty dark arts. You shouldn't be associating with him.
Right. And
who was it? Was it your buddy?
Well, there was Scotty the Kid.
Yeah, that's what
who
I was
I've done some.
Anyway,
he did. MGK looked weird in that. He looked like he was like a
dead.
Fake, yeah, looked fake. Doesn't even. I don't.
What happened to him, dude?
I don't know, bro.
It was that Eminem diss, right? Look at him.
I
He
think
hasn't
it's
rapped since, dude.
I think it's becoming Hollywood. Like he went and started becoming an actor, and I think everybody's probably told him he was like a really good actor. Somebody told him he was a really good actor.
Well, most of his fan base are probably like 16 years old, right?
Yeah.
And
probably.
now he's in a room of actual adults. Like the Comedy Store is 21 plus, so he doesn't have his like little kid fans there anymore.
Is he still with that Transformers actress chick?
I don't know I know very little of this guy, dude.
Bro.
I just know about how he was a rapper and then Eminem dissed him and all of a sudden he does pop punk. I don't know anyone that's our age or older that listens to him. Do you? Do you listen to him?
No.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
No.
Yeah, you do. You listen to MGK.
Let me see here. Let's see if there's
MGK. Let's look at your Spotify history. I guarantee it's on there.
All right, hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this live on stream. All right, here we go. Live on stream.
What are you doing? Looking up your Spotify history?
Yeah, I'm a little worried.
Dude, there's gonna be all kinds of gay shit that pops up. If you look up mine, it's just within the ruins and that's it.
So how would we know? Like I would go to his page and see if there's any of my liked songs on his page.
I don't know. You typed it in really fast.
Listen to you. Listen to you.
Like you've searched it before. Like I know how to spell machine really fast.
All right, let's see here. Let's see if we go to his page and if I have any of his like songs.
Oh my god, this is.
We gotta go to songs. I'm a little worried, bro. I'm a little scared.
Can't you go to like your yearly or whatever, and then
I could probably go to like my library.
I saw a video today that talked about how
Spotify's, if we can figure it out, I'll look.
For You page is now supposed to be like TikToks. If that makes sense. There's just like slow like videos that come now.
Yeah.
So anyway, you know, I love comedy and shit, and I just thought that was just a funny, weird moment that no one was really talking about, you know? Like I didn't really hear about that anywhere. I just unless except for Sam talking about it.
I'm glad that you talked about this because there's this video that I saw this week, and I want you to watch it, and I want to see how you react to it and what you think of this. All right.
Uh-oh.
Hold on here. All right, here we go.
You fucker. Is this Sam Smith?
No. All right, watch this.
Whoa. I think I read the headline. I can't hear anything. Is there audio?
You can't hear the audio?
No.
All right, here we go.
I Will Smith smack
you go.
Whole time though. Hey, cuz, that shit ass, bro. Say what? You put my grandma to sleep and I just woke her up, bro. How long she been dead? Bro, I Will Smith smack the shit out you right now, bro.
Hey man, you can try to do what you want to do. Man, we in Detroit, cuz. Yeah. Come on up here, man. Yup.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Is this a bit? Is this part of the bit?
That's what I thought too. The first thing I thought, there's no way this is real, right?
Yeah.
He probably has done this
1,000
every
times.
show at
Yeah.
the comedy club for years, and they finally got him on comedy. So I haven't looked at the comments yet. So let's take a look
at the comments. Yeah. But you know what? If it's real, good for him, because I'm sick of this shit, dude. People rush on the stage, especially like that guy that. Could you imagine if that guy actually stabbed Dave Chappelle that jumped on stage? That'd be horrible, dude.
Yeah.
And then fucking Will Smith's dumbass running on stage and punching Chris Rock. This shit needs to stop, dude.
Yeah, here's one person saying they think it's a bit. Please tell me it's not staged. The only reason I think it's a bit is because the first thing the kid says, like that he was trying to like rip on him, sounded so goofy. So let's watch it again.
Lunch won't work in Detroit.
The whole time though.
Hey, cuz, that shit ass, bro.
Say what?
You put my grandma to sleep and I just woke her up, bro.
How long she been dead?
Bro, I Will Smith smack the shit out you right now, bro.
Hey man, you can try to do what you want to do. Man, we in Detroit, cuz. Yeah. Come on up here, man. Yup.
And then he just like ran out of there.
I hope that's real. I think it's a bit, but I hope that's real, dude.
I think it's
yeah, because the reason why part of me thinks it's real is because I watch so many clips of stand-up comedy, and so many of them is just audience members out of control, heckling, being rude, talking out loud, just ruining set, dude. It's out of control. People have no respect when you go to a comedy show. Like you don't want to hear. I don't want to hear your fucking dumb ass screaming or drunk ass, whatever. You know what I mean? Like I came to watch the comedian, and you're ruining their fucking art form. It sucks.
Yeah,
I hate that shit, dude.
99% of the time, hecklers ruin the show. 99% of the time. 1% of the time, they make the show because they get just totally ripped on.
Destroyed. Yeah. A good comedian will just fucking turn the entire audience on them.
And the rest of the show, every comedian will just lay into them.
That's why I like the policies at Rogan's new club, the Comedy Mothership, or a lot of comedy shows now where You actually have to like lock up your phone and stuff like that, so you can't pull it out and be filming all kinds of crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
And then they deal with hecklers too a lot more. Anyway, do you remember Opie and Anthony back in the day? Did you ever listen to that?
Yeah. I used to listen for Norton because that's where
he's a legend, dude.
That's first where I started hearing from about Norton, and that's where, and to be honest, Opie and Anthony is where I started becoming a fan of Joe Rogan because they used to always have Joe Rogan on.
Yeah, all kinds of comedians. So they're kind of known for kind of being the OGs of podcasting in the sense where they would just have a bunch of comedians in a room bullshitting. And I remember, and Rogan's even said, like, you know, it's kind of where he got the idea to start a podcast, that him being on Tom Green and shit. So Opie and Anthony was just like a radio show, and yeah, they would just have comedians on and bullshit. And I think, well, no, I know Opie and Anthony ended up having a falling out, which I still think they have to this day.
I don't think they like each other. And I know they each have, I don't know, Anthony has a show with the dude that started the Proud Boys.
Yeah. Well, it's his show, and then that dude's just on all the time. And I don't know if Opie has a show or not. I know everyone's cool with Norton because you could just tell Jim Norton's like just a cool motherfucker and shit. But I watch Anthony Cumia's podcast once in a while, and because he just has like an odd voice and things, you know what I mean? He just has a unique outlook on stuff. And dude, the craziest fucking shit happened where him and Bill Burr had a huge falling out, which is crazy because he kind of helped launch Bill Burr's, I don't want to say help launch his career, but had him on the show all the time when they were bullshitting and stuff. Yeah, I don't think anyone likes Opie anymore either. That's true. And I think Anthony made some jokes about Bill Burr's wife, and ever since then they've been like kind of feuding. And they had that's another comedian who used to always go on there, was Patrice O'Neill, which everyone says that if Patrice was still alive to this day, not only would he probably be the best comedian in the fucking world, he'd probably have the biggest podcast in the world. Like, he was just that guy, right? But they were having a Patrice benefit at the Comedy Cellar in New York, and Bill Burr was there, and Anthony Cumia goes there, and he actually wants to settle the Bill Burr beef. I'll just let him explain it, dude, because this shit's crazy. It's kind of a few clips I want to play. They're kind of long, but dude, check this out. This shit's nuts.
As Bobby Kelly said, bury this shit with Burr. Bobby Kelly told me that. He goes, could you bury this shit with Burr? So I'm like, look, we're both here. Let me bury this shit with Burr. I'll try it. I walk up to the table. Look out. He's sitting down. I kind of used a chair to put my knee on to get on a level. I said, Billy, what's up? How you doing? Dude! Whew. Now I'm starting to think maybe this was not the best move. His dude wasn't dude. It was dude. Like when he talks about white women. Just disdain in his voice. What are you fucking talking to me? After the shit you said about my wife? Hey, Bill. First of all, the fans are the ones that kicked that whole fucking thing off. Never said, well, I didn't get that much out before. Now, let me think. Let me ask the booth.
Still mad.
Who else?
What'd you say?
Bill's still mad, right?
Yeah.
Does Club Soda Kenny do security for?
Jim Norton.
Jim Norton. Very good. But I had seen Jim prior to that and spoken to him, and he was great. Funny fuck show. He's one of the loves of my life, Jim Norton. So that wasn't really an issue that he's done security for that. Now, we have talked. Amy Schumer, she was in. I guess she was downstairs doing a set or something. And someone else that Club Soda Kenny does security for.
It can't be Opie.
No, he had done security for the great Greg Opie Hughes beer show. Watch it on Opie Radio.
He's showing his face now and stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
I guess ever since Alex Stein presented him, he's now like, okay, I could show my face.
Yeah.
I saw him in a restaurant, actually at a bar just prior to this. Pop up Anthony Cumia Twitter and look at maybe the last post, something like that. I saw Opie. And again, I was too much of a fag to walk up and say hi. But once again, there he was. I saw him at the bar. 1998. Greg Opie Hughes was at the bar I was just at. And again, I'm such a faggot, I didn't have the balls to go up to him like I did.
He digresses there a little bit on Opie.
Echoing in my head, you got to bury the shit with Burr, dude, and get a bandolier. Kenny, the guy I fucking spent years with as one of our security guys, chest bumped me, physically removed me.
Didn't even nicely be like, listen, man, you gotta straight to physical.
Go. Now you fuckers know. When I'm drunk, you cunts know I'm a magnanimous fucking dick face. I'm kidding. See, that's part of the joke. I don't get drunk and belligerent. I'm not a belligerent guy, especially when I'm trying to bury shit. I didn't go, look, Billy Burr. Mandalorian. Probably woman DeLorean. Faggot DeLorean. Anything but Mandalorian. Didn't do that. And then I was physically removed by Club Soda Kenny. Dude, I'm beside myself. Look. I'm beside myself. Just thinking, this has been on my mind that this fucking guy who we supported, paid, and enjoyed the company of for years, I was just another piece of shit in the way of one of his paychecks. I was just another piece of garbage that needed to be removed because his paycheck might have been getting upset that I would dare try to bury that shit with Bill Burr. I am fucking disgusted. Fucking disgusted. Fuck Bill Burr up his fucking ginger black wife ass. Yeah. Fuck Club Soda Kenny. I don't know what to say about him. I haven't been mad at him long enough to come up with anything I could say. He's a p***.
He's gone flat.
Yeah. I'll come up with something. Fuck them all. Fuck them all.
It's pretty hardcore, huh?
Yeah, dude. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. That's the difference right there, is the difference between alcohol and cannabis, bro.
Yeah, he's drinking the Budweiser, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny and pathetic. Listen, man, I get it.
Well, to me, there's two sides to every story. I don't know what he said about Bill Burr's wife. I need to find that out. If anybody knows in chat, let me know, because I didn't even know there was drama between them two before this. But I'm sure this petty drama happens in between all kinds of different comedians. But it's just funny when they air out their drama on their podcasts.
Dude, there's footage of it.
Of what? Him talking shit about the wife?
No, it's not.
Yeah, if you can find it, that'd be awesome. He has like about 2 or 3 other clips just kind of talking about this whole incident. But yeah, that's the best way to put it. It's funny and pathetic.
Here you go.
There are so many more black dudes with white
chicks because of all the bullshit that's been put out there as how wonderful and how we're all the same. And meanwhile, I don't know how many of them end up in alts and murders and what. But regardless, or irregardless, then there's the black woman with the white dude. It does not happen in real life. It seems to only happen with Proud Boys. Yes. For some weird reason. Every time I see it, I'm like, wow, you sure like commercials. It is so out of the realm of reality. And the reality of it when it does happen, it's not Halle Berry with fucking this guy. It's not that. They're always very black. Look at de Blasio's wife. Yeah. That's what you get. Look, Bill Burr. Sorry. Bill Burr's wife is not attractive, and I don't even care what fucking color she is. Right. It's just not, I don't find her attractive. And there's two things going on at once.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that, bro. That's
dude, you said it perfectly. That's the difference between a cannabis podcast and an alcohol podcast, because they're probably like 5-6 beers deep. And then, you know, you say shit that like you think that you don't really mean, but like maybe you say it out loud, and
nobody's allowed to talk shit about your fucking girl except you. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the way it is. And anybody that does that shit and thinks that it's going to be okay is stupid. It's stupid. So
what if I don't know if he did this or not, but what if he apologized, you know?
If he apologized and he said, "Hey, I was just trying to be funny. It was a big, huge swing and a miss," then I'd be like, "Okay, bro, but I'm fucking keeping an eye on you.
Seems pretty
Your
fucking
relationship's never going to be the same."
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know why you would want to even burn that bridge. I mean, Bill Burr is one of the top comedians in the fucking world right now, dude. At least top 5.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, bro. It doesn't make any sense. It's fucking weird.
What do you guys think in chat? Team Bill Burr, team Cumia on this. I'm glad you found that other footage of him, because I didn't know that's what he had said. You know what I noticed? Bill has come out with a few podcasts since then, and he hasn't even fucking addressed it. I just don't even think it's like, why would he address it? You know what I mean? He probably has so many people that come up to him like that all the time that they're either jealous of him, or, you know, it's like he doesn't have time to fucking deal with all that shit. He probably doesn't even care.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
Anyway, I got 2 more clips I wanted to show you. I know we've been kind of blowing the comedy Mothership dick pretty hard the last few weeks on here, but that is just because it is probably the new, you know, top comedy club in the entire world right now, and there's always all kinds of cool and exciting news going on. Tom Segura and Christina P have a little clip here. They talked about the comedy Mothership on their last podcast. I wanted to show it to you, bro.
All right.
Really good, and both of us did. Finally, we got to check out the comedy Mothership.
Shout out to Joseph Rogan. He
wow, bro.
Since before I moved here, he was talking about doing this. Then there was a venue that fell through. So that was the whole thing. Oh, I'm doing it. And then that venue fell through. The other one that he was going to get.
Yes.
Then I remember when he got this, and then it was like, now the build will take place. And that was a long process. I mean, this has been a process. Years. I saw this thing when it was gutted, the building when it was gutted out. And he was like, this is what it's going to be. And it was just like a vision, but I was like, okay. Then, I don't know, a year later, I saw it like at the halfway stage or something. Then I saw it about 80% done, and then I hadn't seen it. And then it opened while I think we were out of town. And then you did it one night, and then I finally got to do it on your night. I actually went on your night, and yeah, he nailed it. It's fucking awesome.
It's incredible. Everything is utter perfection. And it's because he's been a comic for so many years. And finally, one of us has made a club, so he knows. I mean, the detail. Even what I love is the main stage, the Fat Man, right behind the curtain where the performer, you wait as a performer to go out on stage, you part the curtains and you go out. He even put a chair behind that curtain, just in a cubby, so that you're alone to collect your thoughts.
Right. Shit that most clubs don't think about.
Don't even like that is so specific, a detail that only a comedian who's seasoned understands.
That's badass.
And
dude.
I think too, it's just
Can you
been
rewind that? I
lovely
want to hear
to
that
have a
again.
community again, which
What's that?
I want to hear that again. What she said again.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's like a little space for the comedians to collect their thoughts before they go on
specific,
stage.
a detail that only a comedian who's seasoned understands. And I think too, it's just been lovely for us to have a community again, which we've all lost.
Shit that most clubs don't think
Don't-
about.
Wait, sorry.
He even put a chair behind that curtain, just in a cubby, so that you're alone to collect your thoughts.
Right. Shit that most clubs don't think about.
Don't even like that is so specific, a detail that only a comedian who's seasoned understands. And I think too, it's just been lovely for us to have a community again, which we've all lost because of moving and this and that. And it's just lovely to hang out with like degenerates again.
Excited
It's so fun.
crowds, like crowds
they're
that
pumped.
are stoked to be there. I mean, oh my God, I was an unannounced guest at your show.
Yeah.
It was a wild reception. I mean,
They were awesome.
yeah, that was the craziest reception.
They
I've
stood
ever
up
had
when
at a
you
club.
got out.
It's crazy.
It was nuts.
But I would also say this: I was watching people's sets, and it's just fun to be in that real club environment.
Yeah,
and
goddamn.
everybody was Everybody came off stage with a smile, whether they were like a door guy or door girl doing 5 minutes,
Oh my gosh.
or someone like Ron White who was popping in doing spots.
Ron White.
Everybody's having a good time. I would highly encourage comedians to come here, but also just to do your weekend, like book weekends. Do it at Comedy Mothership.
Oh, dog.
Like, let them know if you're a comic that you want to work there, because it's hot and it's fun. It's really fun. It reminds me of like the great clubs in the country where you're like, when you go to Comedy Works in Denver or Acme in Minneapolis, where you're like, man, that was fun as shit.
It's fire.
It's the same kind of vibe there, like audiences that are stoked to be there and know how to behave, and they take their phones. All the bullshit that you wish happens there.
And you know what is so, it's everything down to every detail. He even has the waitresses that are so skilled
Yeah.
that you don't even know when the check drop is
No
happening.
idea.
You're like, wait, what?
No.
So good. and it's just the attention. I almost cried when I was like, oh my God, finally there's a club for us. It's perfect.
It's really exciting. It's fucking fun as
perfect.
shit, man.
Perfection.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Get over there.
Get over there,
Get
dog.
over there. 6th
Can't
Street
wait.
in Austin, Texas, baby.
Oh my God. It's the best club in the country. I really think it is.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
In the
man.
world. I don't think I've done anything like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, Joe, because it's fucking rad. He like built us a clubhouse to hang out.
That's so sick, dude.
Yeah, that's cool, dude.
Just gets me even more pumped to want to go there. All right, the last thing I wanted to show you, McClay, is the Skankfest lineup. It's fucking the new trailer came out for it, and it's pretty fucking stacked. It's gonna be in Vegas this year. It looks pretty dope, dude. Check this out.
Where did the Easter Bunny hide the eggs? Where the ghosties
Badass whip, dude. John Carden.
Yeah, I saw that.
Fucking that song's bad as fuck. Pretty
Yeah.
much the baddest lineup of all time. Like every one of my favorite comedians is on there. Holy shit. And then yeah, John Carden. So John Carden lived here in Phoenix, and then moved to Austin. He actually did a couple tour runs with Big J and shit like that, and now he's on. He actually did Kill Tony also, and now he's on Skankfest. It's pretty dope, dude. It's dope watching like a comedian just fucking, just keep
Level
getting
up.
bigger. Yeah, level up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have for the comedy report. I think Skankfest tickets are still on sale. They might have sold out. But you can definitely go to skankfest.com to check that out. So
fuck yeah, brother.
Before we get into the UFO report, hang on a second. Support for the podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Their products are precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped's performance package, the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Join over 8 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped for this exclusive offer. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code BOD. If my math is correct, that's about 16 million balls. The Performance Package 4.0 has arrived, and oh man, is it a game changer. Inside this package, you'll find the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, Performance Boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold your goodies.
Your balls will thank you.
Your balls will thank you. So, let's see. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code Bogcast at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use promo code Bogcast. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Your balls will thank you.
Boom. Do it. All right. You ready? Let's get into it.
This is the UFO report with Bryan McClay.
So I love going over old school leaked memos because it's like it's really cool right now because a lot of these memos are starting to, like, for the longest time we thought like there's probably not a chance that they're real. You know what I mean? Like there's no way that these are real. And more we're finding out that yeah, they're real. And one of the ones that I thought was very interesting that I haven't thought about in a while that I found something new about is a memo called the Hotel Memo. Let me share this with you guys. So basically, this is a memo from 1950s. I think it was the 1950s in New Mexico. And a guy, it was, I think like Department of Defense or FBI guys basically interviewing I don't know if you'd call him a witnesser or a person that has just been told things in 1950s Mexico, right? And let me show you guys the memo. It's called the Hotel Memo. This is it right here. All right. Let me see if I can do this even more. All right. So basically it says the following information was furnished to S.A.R.H. Kurtzman by Carl Howe, Special Investigators Sex Squad, Metropolitan Police Department. An investigator for the Air Force stated that 3 so-called flying saucers had been recovered in New Mexico. They were described as being circular in shape with raised centers, approximately 50 feet in diameter. Each one was occupied by 3 bodies of human shape, but only 3 foot tall, dressed in metallic cloth of very fine texture. Each body was bandaged in a manner similar to the blackout suits used by speed flyers and test pilots. According to Mr. Howe's informant, the saucers were found in New Mexico due to the fact that the government has a very high-powered radar setup in that area, and it is believed the radar interferes with the controlling mechanisms of the saucers. No further evaluation was attempted by S.A. Kurtzman concerning the above. All right, and so this was always out there, and there was a couple things that were redacted that we really didn't know about. Well, check this shit out, dude. There's a fucking YouTube video.
Now, what can I tell you? Well, first of all, are you which?
I'm Hanson.
You're Hanson?
This is Mr. Unger.
Unger?
Unger. Mm-hmm.
Glad to know
We're
you.
with the Air Force Office of Special Investigation. I'm the man you were
You hear
talking
this?
to yesterday.
God damn, that's impressive, isn't it? Office of Special Investigation. It just scared me to death.
So, anyways, you guys can go check this out.
Time that you related your story.
Basically, this guy talks about information he's been told and this and that, and it turns out it was a real thing. Enough so that they investigate the guys, and the guy keeps on trying to ask them like, "I know you know, so you can tell me," and you could tell they're like they don't want to say anything.
These true fact articles, if it is right, I think they're going to take it in the same column as they've taken the atomic age.
Probably so.
I honestly believe it. Now, I'll tell you, this thing fascinates me. Just fascinates me because I want to know more about it continually. And I think everyone in the United States feels the same goddamn way about it. I don't know why they shouldn't. Now, why the hell don't the government release this information?
What happened to this guy?
So that's what we're gonna do a quick dive in on him, right? His name was George Kohler. And supposedly, so what they were after is supposedly he had some metal, something. They heard that he had some parts of something. All right, here we go. Is this it? Let's see here. Let's see here. What does this say here? In 1950, George Kohler was a badass. He took on two trained Air Force operations of special intelligence officers interrogating him, debating with him over the UAP UFO cover-up they knew was already in place. Here's him challenging them over the official explanations. So there's the YouTube. Says here, Air Force of Operations of Special Intelligence. It's all been explained in one manner or the other. It was all bullshit. Here are 3/4 of a century later, still wondering what the hell is going on. So, pretty crazy shit, dude. I don't know what to think if it was real, but I just love the fact that these things are coming out we're finding out they're real. Was this guy a nutcase? I don't know. You have to go do more information and go find out more about that. But again, I love the leaked memos in UFO lore, and we try to just kind of show you one or two of those every week.
They just keep coming out, or all these have already been out?
Yeah, they've been out, but more and more we're finding like more little clues that say, oh, this could be real because of this, like with the Kennedy stuff. All right, here we go. Let me go back here. Yeah, more goodies.
Did you hear about the rumor where those, how a bunch of those classified documents got leaked?
Yeah,
supposedly
from Hillary Clinton.
No, from those kids. That guy that just got arrested today because he leaked all that information. He's like they arrested some like 21-year-old kid or something.
Really?
A bunch of documents got leaked on the internet, like really highly classified shit, and like the whole world has them now. Well, one of the conspiracies is that it not just covers like some of it uncovers like how they're embezzling money through Ukraine and all that bullshit, and but some of the crazy conspiracy is that it has UFOs in it and shit, and information about the TikToks.
Contract.
Like I'll show you this really quick.
Whoa, dude.
Documents covering not only Ukraine but other parts of the world have started showing up on social media. This appears to be a major compromise of Pentagon secrets.
Yeah.
So maybe like on, I don't know, on UFO Twitter, maybe some of these documents are showing up. I don't know.
Check this shit out. Look
Maybe
at this.
maybe on 4chan.
What have whistleblowers briefed Congress on behind the scenes in a classified setting? Nolan, crash retrieval and contact. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Copy that. You were talking about a second ago some extraordinary stories that were shared under the whistleblower protection. Stories that my understanding were shared in a classified setting in DC, without obviously revealing anything that would betray any sort of confidentiality. If you were to classify these stories or this testimony under a bucket, be it crash retrieval or whatever, how would you characterize these stories, and how do you think they were received?
Crash retrieval and contact.
Wow. Okay. All right.
That's pretty fucking cool, dude. Yeah, look, it's all over the place, trending on Twitter. This is pretty interesting. This is a did you see this?
No. With those balloons? Those wedding things?
They might be, but watch what they do. They act weird. Running them out. They like go together and form right?
I would think those like wedding things you throw up or whatever.
Yeah. Weird shit, dude. It's weird shit. All right, hold on here.
I have another crazy video too.
All right. So did you see the Masters had that crazy thing happen where there was that weird cloud? Did you see that?
Yeah. I saw a TikTok about it. I didn't know if it was real or not though. That's real?
Yeah, it's real. So this weird cloud just like looks like straight out of Project Bluebeam just showed up right in the middle of the Masters. Televised live on TV yesterday at the U.S. Masters Golf Tournament. The commentator said, "Well, that's an interesting cloud." Let's see
Is there a video? Yeah, there it is right there. This looks like a movie.
I know.
That's not.
No, this is real.
What the fuck?
Oh. I wonder if it's some artifact of the tech they're using.
Plus, like, the government knows how to manipulate weather and shit. They know how to make tornadoes, all kinds of crazy shit.
Back when, right before I started back when we were working at the wafer fab, do you remember me talking to you about that program called HARP? It was like this weird frequency thing that they're doing up in Alaska, where they can like cause earthquakes and they can cause hurricanes and stuff. It's crazy.
There's actually, the government has patents on how to make machines that can create tornadoes.
Yeah, and so that's what HARP is all about. But yeah, man, that's pretty
Sounds
crazy.
like something out of like a comic book, dude.
Yeah. It's a glare on the camera. This is direct from the Masters website. Okay, so good. That makes sense.
What, that big circle thing?
Yeah.
What? A glare?
On the camera. That's what they said. I think that's what they were trying to say.
Check this wild video out, dude.
UFO that was observed for 22 minutes near the International Space Station. I think it was in 2020 or before. The object is of a shape and size that is not recognizable as any known rocket or capsule, and appears to move in a straight line upward and disappear. It could be an alien spaceship, a secret U.S. Air Force stealth device or some new type of technology, but it is something peculiar. The NASA camera zooms in on the object, but the crew members seem unaware of it or do not mention it much, although the object is described as being pyramid or hive-shaped.
What is Black Knight? Say Black Knight satellite. I've never heard that. Do you know?
Black Knight satellite is this idea that there's this satellite that has been up circling the Earth for centuries, and a lot of people think it has to do with like the Indian Vedic texts where they talk about these big pillars that can just shoot these crazy weapons at the Earth, and it supposedly is this crazy looking satellite that flies
Not
around.
this though. It's different than this though.
Yeah, it looks, the only picture that they say it could be, I think, is a solar sheet from one of the early like space missions, because I've seen people try and debunk it. I don't believe in the blacklight shit. I think it's kind of cheesy, but who knows?
I've never heard that one. Dude.
All right, so this is kind of cool. Check this shit out, bro. This is in Reddit, right? Reddit posted in Reddit UFOs. A guy put a thing that says, basically talks about how he worked at a special facility.
I don't know if I can trust him, dude.
You don't think so?
If he has the Ukraine flag in his handle, no. Just kidding.
Could be. It probably is fake, bro. I think that anything now is fake. I'm becoming more like you, where it's like, this shit is kind of weird. But here's the thing. I want to believe, baby. I want to believe. This guy says, I worked at a nuclear weapons storage depot in Nevada desert outside of the Nellis Air Force Base for 6 years. It's now shut down. When people say UFOs are attracted to nukes, they are telling the truth, but so much more goes on. My first night there, I witnessed a ball of light trigger sensor on a fence line, prompting a security response. The ball got chased by 3 patrols as it flew directly above the fence line before finally taking a sharp turn out into the desert. We discovered 3 mutilated donkeys across a span of 2 weeks, all about a mile each from each other, and seemingly dropped off out of nowhere. No tracks in or out. Various organs removed from each. No blood anywhere. No tears. Fresh all cuts. Scavengers didn't even touch the body. I witnessed a figure atop a roof on a structure. It just basically sounds like Skinwalker Ranch all over again. What the fuck is going on?
Well, when it's just text like this,
yeah,
like anyone can go on Reddit and write a short story. You know what I mean? Like if there's video, if there's a video, yeah, show that.
Let's see this.
If he has more evidence to back
Burr is
up the
featured in
text,
this
I'd be more down for this. But
yeah.
Officials, many of them vetted by independent researchers and local or national media outlets. It was late on a chilly February morning, 2007. At approximately 0230 hours, a security patrol stationed inside the nuclear weapons storage area of Nellis Air Force Base, otherwise known as Area 2, called into Central Security Control a sighting of what appeared to be vehicle headlights far outside the outer perimeter fence, a mile or two in the distance. This wasn't uncommon, as Area 2 was detached from Nellis Air Force Base, and everything from hikers to off-road enthusiasts would inadvertently stumble upon the little-known facility in the desert. Following standard procedure, the 2 outer security patrols, Oscars 1 and 2, were dispatched to assume overwatch positions on the reported headlights. Their job, as it often was in these dark desert nights, was to simply observe, and if the civilian vehicle approached too close to the facility perimeter...
You know the sad part about this? Is like, we can't believe anything anymore, because this could all be made up by AI, dude. You know what I mean?
yeah, no shit, yeah.
Intercept it and have them
That
turn
stuff's
around.
getting fucking better and better by the day too.
Patrols arrived atop the tall bluffs overlooking the reported sighting area. They spotted and confirmed what appeared to be 2 vehicle
Yeah, it's
headlights.
just gonna get worse.
Yeah.
Trying to sift through all the bullshit. Yeah, you're right, dude. You could just type that cartoon up in AI in like a minute.
Yeah. But who knows? Go check it out. You guys can.
You got any good sightings or anything? Any good videos? Remember that video I showed you last week? That one got really popular over the last week.
That's what I was
Remember
going
that
to
one,
talk about.
the plane and the one flying by. Some people were saying it was at a standstill.
This one is pretty interesting, right? This is called the best UFO photo ever taken, right? It's one of the ones where they think it's one of the best ever taken, right? 5 decades ago, a Costa Rican government mapping team accidentally took a photo that looks absolutely strange, otherworldly, and totally convincing. Is it? And there's the UFO. So it says here,
what the fuck?
The 50th anniversary was in 2021 of this being taken. And there's the picture on the wall behind her desk. It is the fall of 1971 in Costa Rica. Let me do this. Let's take a look at the picture. All right. It was 1951, the fall of 1971 in Costa Rica. The country's Institute of Geography Nacional was all about taking aerial photos as part of a preliminary study for future hydroelectric projects. The Costa Rican Electricity Institute was footing the bill in order to determine where water would come from for the acquisition of land to develop a dam project. On September 4th, 1971, at 8:25 a.m., experienced pilot Omar Arias was flying a twin-engine Canadian Aero Commander F-680 at the height of 10,000 feet above Lake Cote, where they were cruising in northern Costa Rica, 3 miles north of an Arnero area of 25 miles south of the Nicaraguan border. On board was photographer Sergio Loaiza, a specialist in aerial photography, plus Juan Bravo, a topographer, and topographer Francisco Reyes. They took a RMK 1523 camera, a special 100-pound map-making beast donated by the German government, and rigged it under a fuselage of a plane. The film used was black and white emulsion with an ASA speed of 80. That's all for all you camera nerds. So basically, what's important here is that the photographer intended to take a photo of an ordinary object, so the camera was set up to focus on infinity, and the exposure was automatically triggered. No one, not the pilot nor the 3 crew members, saw a thing while they were up in the air doing their jobs, but when they got back and developed the film, they got the surprise of his life, and they got a UFO on film.
Isn't that crazy? Like, do you remember those days when you only had maybe 24 pictures at most on a roll, and you can maybe take only 1 or 2, and then you didn't even know what it was going to look like until you took it to get developed?
Yeah.
Now you could take like 50 of the same shot and just pick the best one.
Bro, that's straight up how Walgreens got big, man. Go get your photos done at Walgreens.
Yeah. Yeah. 2-day fucking development and shit.
Yeah.
Pay more.
Right? So yeah, this is pretty dope, man. This is a pretty cool thing. Just kind of like those ones that seem like they could be real. So that's
what do you guys think in chat? Real or fake?
I don't know. This is more shit I gotta save to you. All right. This was kind of cool. Eric Davis, which is that famous memo that we talked about a couple months ago. Eric Davis went on and talked on Open Minds Radio and talked to Alejandro Rojas. And a lot of people are talking right now in the UFO world about the government having a real secret program where they were training these kids, that were supposedly these super smart, X-Men type characters. Yeah, dude, this is real shit. And it's starting to come out through documents and shit. And a lot of people are starting to think that it could be real, that they actually had like this weird thing where they were trying to teach these kids how to remote view and, like a real MK Ultra type shit. So we'll be reporting about that next week as more information comes out.
Yeah, I'll check that out, dude, too.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
I have something, a quick little TikTok video in regards to the shit you were talking about last week in regards to UFOs, Kennedy, and Marilyn Monroe. I just thought it was interesting to kind of tie what you were saying together.
Kennedy was livid that happened because he had affection for her, even though he had the distance for political reasons. But he was working on an executive order at that time that would have dissolved the agency and a lot of these operations that were dealing with this.
The agency is in CIA?
Yeah.
I love
So
that guy.
before that could go through the executive review process, he was killed. Kennedy.
I love Sean Ryan, dude. I didn't know Sean Ryan interviewed Stephen Greer. I got to go check that out.
He's had all kinds of crazy guests on, like old CIA operatives and people in the UFO world, just conspiracy kind of people, shit like that.
Yeah, I really like that guy.
Well, who is that guy though? What I see him all the time on clips, but I don't know.
The older gentleman or the guy?
No, Sean Ryan.
He's a former special forces guy.
Oh, okay, yeah, he looks like that.
He started doing interviews with veterans.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah,
All
he
right.
looks like a bad bitch.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We got a crazy sighting.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. He could say some pretty wild things sometimes.
Who, Steve Greer?
Yeah.
Yeah, Greer he's always been like that. That's why I don't really trust him. He's done some good things.
There's a lot of those guys though that are like that.
Yeah. All right, this is kind of crazy. So supposedly this thing is just falling out of the air. They see this weird UFO and it's like falling out of the air. And then next thing you know, 4 jets are out looking for it. So here we go.
Look at that, Harry. See it? It's falling from the sky, like it came out of space. Where'd it go? Where's the? It dropped.
Where's this at?
Out there looking. Where'd it go? I heard a loud cry. Wow. Look at that, girl. Look at that, Harry. See it? It's full.
So,
where's this at again? Does it
I'll
say?
show you.
California or something?
Do you know where it was? It's real. The military is so quick to blow them down. We wonder if really many footage of my aircraft was somebody captured on the day. They see military personnel. Let's see here. Doesn't say where it's at. This happened on June 30th, 2023. What? It's not 20. Yeah, what the fuck?
One of the conspiracy theories with the leaked documents that got out today. I can't believe you didn't hear about that shit, dude.
I haven't heard about it yet, dude.
Like
I gotta
the most confidential shit of all time just got leaked onto social media, and they arrested like a 20-year-old kid earlier for leaking it. But a lot of people are saying he's just the fall guy. You know what I mean? Of course. But
how did he get it?
That's what everyone's wondering. Like, how the fuck? That's what everyone's wondering. How the fuck did this 20-year-old kid get his hands on all these fucking documents, right? But another part of the conspiracy with the UFO shit is like the alien invasion's coming in like 2027, or at least Project Bluebeam is coming in 2027. That's like where everything's gearing towards.
Did you hear about that CIA? We talked about that CIA guy a few months back that was saying that everything is going to come out by 2027.
Yeah. Well, who was that again? Yeah, who was that guy?
An ex-CIA worker.
The guy with the long hair? Was it the guy with the long hair?
No, it was an Asian guy.
Oh, okay. What do you think of the Project Bluebeam shit?
I don't see why it can't be real, dude. They can do some crazy shit these days, bro.
I thought this was interesting. If I can fucking find it. Remember when Eric Weinstein was on Rogan? Sometimes he talks so just I don't even know what he's talking about because he's so smart, and I'm just so dumb. But he actually tweeted this recently. I thought, I don't know if you saw this or not, but he's like, if Bob Lazar wants to sit down with me, I'm now prepared to accept Joe Rogan's invitation from this past February. But it may not go the way many folks want, and I should be something Mr. Lazar wants to do. All I can promise is that I will do so in good faith. So he just like wants to make sure, you know, obviously Bob wants to do it, but I feel like he has, I think that would be one of the greatest podcasts ever, dude.
I agree. I think it should do it. If he's going to really do it in good faith, that's a key. You hear that as a key he's saying right now a lot lately in the past year or two. Doing something in good faith or bad faith. And it's kind of cheesy and cringy sometimes, but it's the honest God truth. There's people that go into these things and all like dude, did you see? All right.
Well, I know where you're going with this. There's certain people you just can't argue with because if you don't agree with their way, then they're just going to yell and scream at you and shit. So he's saying that in good. These are grown adults, so in good faith, they'll be able to have, especially with Rogan as a mediator. You know what I mean? He's done all kinds of podcasts like that.
Like the other guys that just want to go and debate, like they think they're Destiny and fighting it out with Milo or some shit. You know what I mean? Like those debate me bros drive me crazy. But if you're going to go in there in good faith, like asking questions and being like, all right, well, if you say you're an engineer, you should be thinking about this and know about this. And I know about that. So yeah, we're talking on the same level. So I think that you're a little bit more, I respect you a little bit, that type of shit. I'm all for that. But I can't stand the debate me bros. Like Michael Shermer is a straight up debate me bro. And it drives me crazy. So did you see fucking Elon Musk straight up Tony Starking out
the BBC?
This week on the BBC?
Oh yeah, he just completely owned them. Not only them, NPR just fucking left Twitter because they were pissed off about the title that they gave them, which was government affiliated media or something like that, or state affiliated media, and they just didn't want to admit that they actually get money from the government to run their publication, and because they didn't admit that, they're like, oh, I guess we'll just leave. Shit's funny, dude.
So for people that didn't see it, I just got to play this one part. This is straight up Tony Stark in real life.
Hateful. What do you mean to describe a hateful thing?
Yeah, I mean, just content that will solicit a reaction, something that may include something that is slightly racist or slightly sexist, those kinds of things.
So you think if something is slightly sexist, it should be banned?
No,
is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying anything. I'm saying.
Well, I'm just curious. I'm trying to understand what you mean by hateful content. And I'm asking for specific examples. And you just said that if something is slightly sexist, that's hateful content. Does that mean that it should be banned?
Well, you've asked me whether my feed, whether it's got less or more. I'd say it's got slightly more.
That's why I'm asking for examples. Can you name one example?
I honestly don't. Honestly,
you can't name a single example.
I'll tell you why, because I don't actually use that feed anymore, because I just don't particularly.
Now you just fucking pissed him off. Now you just pissed him off, acting like you don't use his app. Acting like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't use your shitty app. You just pissed them off.
You like it? But you said a lot of people are quite similar. I only look at
hang on a second.
My
you said you've seen more hateful content, but you can't name a single example, not even one.
I'm not sure I've used that feed for the last 3 or 4 weeks. And
then how did you see the hateful content?
Because I've been using Twitter since you've taken it over for the last 6 months.
Okay, so then you must have at some point seen you hateful content. I'm asking for one example.
Right.
And you can't give a single one.
And I'm saying.
I say so that you don't know what you're talking about.
You know what he's probably confusing hateful content with? People's opinions that were fucking being suppressed before because everyone was getting blocked and shadow banned and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like he's actually seeing like other people's opinions and they don't agree with his, so it's hateful. You know what I mean? But his dumbass can't think of one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Here's the best part coming up.
Yeah. Sorry.
Of hateful content, not even one tweet, and yet you claimed that the hateful content was high.
Well,
that's false.
No, what I claimed,
you just lied.
What I claimed was there are.
He totally fucking engineering out on his ass.
He's 3 chess moves ahead of you, dude. No matter what.
Exactly, bro. You can't fuck with Tony Stark.
Well, the best part is the very last second of that. He's like, let's just move on. He just like he can't even say anything. He just says, let's move on. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
My favorite is when I don't know, it'll be like a YouTuber and they'll go out to like where they're protesting or something, like whatever rights or whatever, and they'll go up to him and start asking him the basic of questions, or just say like, do you like Trump? They're like, no, he's a racist. Well, what can you name one thing he's done that's racist? And they're like, no, they like, no one can think of anything ever. You know what I mean? It's like they're just there because it's it's like a mind virus, or it's like a cool thing to do. Or really it's because people just don't have fucking personalities anymore, so they have to wear their politics on their sleeves, and like that becomes their personality, right? That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Just everyone's so lame.
Yeah. You remember how like there's that saying that the government will kind of like seed and water seeds in Hollywood to get certain movies made and this and that, and they kind of want to get the public used to it. Well, check this out.
Oh shit.
Deadline. Simon & Schuster imprint wins bidding war for a twist-up filled memoir, not fiction, a memoir of a U.S. intelligence officer tangled up in mysterious military program. So, I don't know.
Dude, this shit's been going on our whole lives, man. What do you think G.I. Joe was?
Yep.
G.I. Joe is just to get us to want to join the military.
Said referred to as a classified White House National Security Council program, which had been delegated to the Department of Defense. Andrews met a man who ran the highly classified program and introduced him to a doctor. The doctor had worked for the CIA and had expertise enabling him to help Andrews start to piece together what has happened to him and others like him. So I guess he was one of these kids that were supposedly trained. It says here, soon after connecting with the doctor, Andrews says he experienced symptoms associated with Havana syndrome, a phenomenon first reported to by military personnel working at the U.S. Embassy in Havana, Cuba in 2016. The syndrome has generated significant media attention in top-tier outlets, including 60 Minutes and New York Times. An investigation went on to determine that Andrews had been targeted with an advanced energy weapon. Like, what the fuck is going on here, dude? I told you, bro, it's getting crazier and crazier. I don't know if you can believe all this stuff, you guys. That's what I'm worried about.
Should we get into the quote-unquote uncensored content?
I think we should. Earmuffs for all the pussies out there.
Yeah, guys. Usually I switch over to Rumble at this point, but I'm going to say fuck it. One of our strikes goes away in 2 weeks, and we'll be back to 0. It is pretty stressful having 2 strikes. And the worst part is they don't even tell you like what you did really, you know. So this is the part where we just kind of smoke weed and, you know, chill out. What do you guys, speaking of that, what strain are you guys smoking?
I saw there was some people that was dropping some information before. I think Sean said he was smoking on some tangerine something.
Well, I got some news for everybody.
Oh boy.
I'm back.
Couldn't fucking do it. I don't blame you, bro. It's a lot of stress not smoking weed.
I feel so pathetic, honestly. Like, I'm not happy about this. I went, let's see. I couldn't even go 30 days, dude. That's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I went 10 days. So we shot the podcast on Thursday, and then I didn't smoke Friday, and then Saturday I buckled, dude. Dude, I'm a completely different human being.
Yeah.
And my whole body was just fucking clammy. My thoughts were going a million miles an hour, dude. Like, I could not stop my thoughts. That was like the worst part, just my thoughts going. And you know, the other crazy thing that I realized when I wasn't smoking, dude, maybe it was just because I was trying to power through all these pathetic withdrawals or whatever, but I didn't have one creative bone in my body. And then once I fucking took a hit on Saturday, dude, I was making the Manscaped videos. I was editing, fucking making some content for the dogs. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This is crazy, dude.
I gotta clean this thing.
But anyway, I am smoking on some San Fernando Valley OG. It's a sativa dominant hybrid. The other thing is, though, dude, I'm not smoking nearly as much. Like, usually it was just pretty much a bowl before and after everything I did. Now it's like 2 hits in the morning, maybe a hit or 2 in the afternoon, maybe a hit or 2 at night, and then I'm just going to get super ripped on the Bogcast night. So it's like treat, kind of like as my treat, instead of just getting completely super ripped all day, You know what I mean? There's no therapeutic value in it when I do it like that, right?
Yeah. So
But after those first 2 hits though, dude, I got fucking ripped.
I bet, bro. So I got one of those.
Shit. So you know how it is, man. Did you have any? Am I just a loser? Did you have any withdrawals? Like, and I don't mean like opiate withdrawals. Me and McClay have gone through some crazy opiate withdrawals and shit, but it's just a different kind of thing, especially if you're just a pathetic chronic smoker like I am. Sorry, McClay, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
Is that weed gum?
Yeah. Sean Little says, I take breaks from concentrates to manage my tolerance. I call it doing a being dabstinent. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I don't, do most people who fuck with dab rigs or dabbing or concentrates, like, are you just only on concentrates, or will you smoke flower every once in a while? You know what I mean? That's what I wonder a lot. Do people just smoke nothing but concentrates?
The people that I know that smoke concentrates, they're like dab snobs, and they're like, oh, I don't smoke flower anymore. I'm too good for flower. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no matter what, I'm always gonna smoke flower. I don't know if it's just because we're OGs and we grew up with it, but I know a lot of dab snobs. But I like doing both too. I love dabbing, I love flower, but I also love putting dabs on my flower.
Yeah,
it's like fucking snaking it up and fucking putting in like a blunt or something. Oh shit.
Yeah, I get excited over that, dude.
You go like this. This is my impression of you when that happens.
Yeah. I do. I get excited.
You go like this. When McClay gets excited, he rubs his hands.
Yeah, you know what it's like? Like for the people out there that are like microbrewery snobs, when they like get to go to a good brewery they want to go to, or they get to, my dad has turned into a cigar snob where he gets these really good cigars, and when he gets them, he gets all excited like a little kid. And I know that feeling when I get some, really nice flower and I can roll up a snake of concentrate and put it right in the middle of that blunt. I get super excited. It's like Christmas, dude.
Yeah.
Sean says, let's see here. Cosmic One says he does both. Sean says he'll socially smoke flower. So
I guess that just makes me more of a loser because I do it solo.
Yeah.
By myself with nobody around.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I used to drink like that too. I don't drink anymore, but
here's the weird thing. I don't socially smoke anymore, dude.
Cannabis, you mean?
Yeah, like I don't like passing blunts.
Yeah. I know what you mean by that.
I'll do it if I have to, but if I don't have to, I'll just give you your old blunt.
Yeah, I like doing that too, just giving everybody Percy's and shit. Dude, we built up our fucking immune system with all the joints we passed around. I mean, dude, we'd have circles of like 10 people sometimes with like shit going each way.
Yeah, different types of shit.
Everyone's sick as fuck. You know what I mean? Everyone's gross.
Yeah. But that's how we survived that shit. I got some funny shit to show you, bro.
I have some.
He just froze. Or did I freeze? Keith froze. All right, let me find this shit.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, you froze for a second.
What the fuck? Is this TikTok time?
Yeah, dude.
Before we get into that, well, show your video first, but is it cool if we talk about Star Wars for a minute?
Oh, bro. This is going to hurt, isn't it? Yeah, we can definitely talk about Star Wars.
Well, don't you know? Do you not know what's going on with it?
Yeah, it's a little painful, dude.
Okay, great. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to see if we're on the same page or not. Yeah. I want to see if I have to unfriend you or not. My shit's lagging. All right, go ahead, show it.
All right. Oh, the video I wanted to show you?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Oh, that's a great idea. That's why I want to get a 3D printer. Just make all my own paraphernalia. That'd be dope.
Oh, damn it. Where did that go? All right, this
Don't
is
you hate that? The bookmarks, it always goes to the top. You like
Yeah.
set it up and then it, yeah.
All right.
I know what you're talking about.
We forget how amazing the early 2000s were in comedy and TV shows and content in this country. And we forget how savage South Park is.
Oh, they're the best.
Yeah, so I just remind everybody how savage South Park is.
You here for an abortion too? Yeah, I discovered a few days ago I wasn't bleeding out my coo, so I guess I'm knocked up. Is this doctor any good?
Mrs. Garrison?
Oh, that's me. Hello, doctor. Looks like I need an abortion.
So for those of you guys that don't know, Mr. Garrison went and got a sex change because he wanted to have a kid. So he went and had a sex change, and now he thinks he's pregnant.
An abortion?
And this is 2005, by the way.
Now, you're going to scramble its brains or just vacuum it out? If you want, you can just scramble it and I'll queef it out myself.
Mr. Garrison.
Mrs. Garrison.
Mrs. Garrison, you can't have an abortion.
Don't you tell me what I can and can't do with my body. A woman has a right to choose.
No, I mean you're physically unable to have an abortion because you can't get pregnant.
But I missed my period.
You can't have periods either. You had a sex change, Mr. Garrison, but you don't have ovaries or a womb. You don't produce eggs.
You mean I'll never know what it feels like to have a baby growing inside me and then scramble its brains and vacuum it out?
That's right.
But I paid $5,000 to be a woman. This would mean I'm not really a woman. I'm just a guy with a mutilated penis.
Basically, yes.
Oh boy, do I feel like a jackass.
2005, ladies and gentlemen. 2005.
They're pretty much like grandfathered in. You know what I mean? To where they could still get away with that.
Yeah, they're not
because
gonna
they make so much money for, you know,
Yeah.
commies, whoever it is, or so like they could still take those big swings and shit. Sorry, I'm fucking ripped now. And they also have some of the best writing advice I've ever seen. They're in like this classroom and they're talking about like when you're writing and how the beat should go. It should never be like, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens. They're like, it should be this happens, therefore this happens, but this happens. So it's like this kind of unpredictability, you know what I mean? And it totally changed my eyes on like how to write and stuff. And I see that in their show, like those beats, you know what I mean? They're fucking, they're so good, dude.
They are.
And they give zero fucks. That's why I love them.
They censor South Park, we riot. Fucking A, man.
That should be a goddamn shirt. Oh man. Yeah, dude, but I don't know if you saw the Star Wars celebration shit, but that was some of the most disappointing shit of all time. Not that honestly I've even watched Disney or even follow Star Wars anymore, but it's just interesting to see like what the next moves are going to be. And I don't know, man. It just seems like Kathleen Kennedy just keeps just killing the franchise even more and more. And then what's funny is I go to a lot of these YouTube channels and they kind of shit on a lot of like, say, like the what content that comes out, whether it's in Marvel or Disney. And so they're kind of biased towards that. So I actually went back to some of the old Star Wars channels I used to, you know, follow, like when I was really into it, like that Mike Zero guy and all, like people are really into it and they're hating on Star Wars and shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, there's still like these Disney Star Wars like absolutists, which are kind of weird, you know what I mean? But I feel like the old school people like us are kind of like, what the fuck? Like Rey, you're bringing Rey back? What the fuck? You didn't even get it right the first time.
Pisses me off even more that they're bringing her back and trying to continue the Skywalker saga when one, she's not even a fucking Skywalker, and two, that's the whole thing they wanted to end. What the fuck, dude? Nobody I know that is a Star Wars fan, unless they just want to argue, likes the whole Rey saga.
No.
I really don't think there's anybody that seriously likes that saga.
And it's not like we're sexist against these like female leads or anything like that. It was just poorly written and mishandled. You know how disappointing it was to find out they were just pulling everything out of their ass each movie. Like I thought when episode 7 came out, like they had this huge grand plan of where it was going to go. No, they didn't know. They just like let Rian Johnson do what he was going to do. And they're like, fuck, we need to unfuck what he did. And so they just brought Palpatine back out of nowhere. Dude, that shit sucked. God damn.
Yeah.
It's so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And Chad, like if you like know me and McClay, like we were pretty fucking hardcore back in the day.
Yeah, man. Went to celebrations, went to every single Star Wars movie on opening night, like normal Star Wars nerds do.
Clay would dress up.
Yeah. I'd go as an Ewok. Yeah, man, it was crazy, dude. It was fun. It's terrible now. You know what's interesting? They're bringing back Return of the Jedi. They're bringing back Return of the Jedi into the
theater. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, I've already been through that. Oh, you saw Return of the Jedi? No, I've been through that. The time when they fucking brought it back. This is the second time they're like, what?
You know, man, I just wish, you know, when George Lucas sold it, like he gave them treatments of what he thought 7, 8, 9 should be. And they actually told him, yeah, we're going to use this. And then they just totally just disregarded it and just did their own shit. I just wonder, like, if they would have just kept that, you know what I mean?
I can tell you what it was. And they kept a little bit of it. It was supposed to be basically about Darth Maul was, I think, supposed to be the bad guy.
That would have been bad as fuck.
Fuck yeah, dude. And Luke was trying to restart the Jedi order, and
that would have been bad as fuck.
And Leia was the head of the Republic still, and supposedly he did want Luke to die at the very end, but in the end Luke would have restarted the Jedi Order, and that's exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, we wanted that, and we wanted a scene with fucking Han, Leia, and Luke in the same room.
Yes.
They wasted all of episode 7, and we get them in the last 5 minutes. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Pretty sad, dude. Chad says the creators have openly said they didn't want to give the fans what they want. They wanted to give the fans what the creators wanted. Fucking bullshit. They definitely fucked that up. I think that was at the time period where Lucas didn't really want to be much part of it, did he?
Well, I saw an interview with him where he just like wanted to focus on raising his family and shit like that. So he just didn't really. But I don't understand, like, how could he not just raise his family and just hire like a Kathleen Kennedy kind of figure and just run it, and he could still kind of like come in and out. He doesn't. I feel like he's rich enough where he can hire enough people where he doesn't have to do shit. Does that make sense? Without having to sell it.
Yeah.
And Disney just ran into it's just all Kathleen Kennedy, dude. I don't know how she still has a job. I don't get it.
She's been there a long time, man. She's got a lot of people on her side too, I imagine. It's probably like Littlefinger and what's that guy in Game of Thrones? The other guy,
George R. R. Martin.
Yeah, you know how like in Game of Thrones they have like those schemers, like Littlefinger and the bald guy that had his balls taken off. By the way, make sure you guys go check out manscaped.com. Use promo code Bogcast to get 20% off your order and free shipping. Do your balls a favor, unless you're a eunuch like that guy from Game of Thrones and you don't have any. And if you don't have any, you can get face grooming and other cool shit like deodorant. So check it out.
Yeah, dude. Fuck Star Wars.
Yeah. The other thing, they talked about how they're bringing Filoni's supposed to do a movie, which is cool. I think that's awesome. I really love where they're at least getting a chance to get something cool out of it with the whole Rebels and Ahsoka and Thrawn stuff that's going on.
So some of the rumors that I heard is that she started dipping her hands into fucking Mandalorian. That's why that's gone to shit. And then what's his name went to Ahsoka or whatever. Not Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, but he kind of like has most control over that, so that should be pretty badass. And then if Dave Filoni can execute this movie without her hands in it, I think it could pretty dope. But another cool thing that I thought was pretty interesting was God, what's that director's name? He's a really good director, but it's supposed to be a Star Wars movie 25,000 years prior to Episode 4.
Oh yeah, Joe Mankiewicz.
Yeah, he's actually a really good director, dude.
Jedi.
Yeah, and I suppose he kind of wanted to give it like a biblical feel to it. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, that is fucking cool.
All right, let's do TikTok time, dude. I got a lot of funny videos to show you.
And I am.
Dude, check this shit out. Did you hear that?
No.
Oh, what are you laughing at?
I'm just waiting. I know I'm excited.
Grandma.
Dude, that's great, bro.
Should I just keep going, or you got one?
I got one for you. All right. So, all right.
This turd thanking our nurses and our CNAs for their service. We've already established that this is the biggest piece of shit to ever come out of a human being. Ever. A couple people in the comments said, I've seen a I'm a nurse. I've seen a big one. No, you haven't. You're lying. Look at the size of this thing, dude. Okay. And it's been bothering me because I keep seeing the video pop up. What are they doing with that? You're not flushing that. That's not going down into the toilet. Are they using a scalpel to cut it up and flush it in chunks? Or are you giving it to this guy to bury it in the backyard? Just look at her forearm. Look at her forearm in comparison to the size of this. Look at the fear in her eyes. Look at the fear in her eyes. You know that? You carry it, dude. I'm not carrying that. Do you remember this video I did about this turd thanking our nurses and our CNAs for their service? We've already established that this is the biggest piece of shit to ever come out of you.
That reminds me of at I think it was N17's band practice. They had a X-ray and it had like something stuck in it like that. It was like real. It was like a real X-ray. I was like, what the fuck? Hang on, I had one right here.
Look at her forearm.
What's that?
The shit when he's like, look at her forearm. The shit is bigger than her forearm.
Speaking of forearms.
Tim's hands continued to grow throughout his childhood, and many people tried to help with his condition.
डॉक्टर दिखाए थे ऑपरेशन भी हमें सही नहीं हुआ ऑपरेशन भी किया हुआ है पूरा इसलिए हम उनको
Wow, dude. That shit's crazy. Do you think that's caused by disease, or what do you think that's caused by? It's interesting.
Not wiping right.
Yeah. Yeah. I got one for you.
Like, how does he wipe?
I don't think that, like.
You think he can beat it? Going to hell for sure.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I saw this one. This one's great. I want to do this. That's genius, dude. That's a good one, dude.
He slows it down.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Holy shit.
I wanted to drink last night.
Bro. You
I
think
wish
he
I would have
planned
thought of that, dude.
Yeah.
That's so good. That's so good.
You think he like planned that out? He's like, okay, now I got to bring a
Oh, yeah. He set up the
cooler.
camera and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out this badass opening pitch, dude. That would be my worst nightmare, dude.
Have you ever come out of anesthesia, or you know how like when people come out of anesthesia, they're all fucked up and they act weird?
You say weird shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So like one, when people like film people when they're getting out of anesthesia, like that's one thing. But like when it really hits, like this one hits, dude, I was crying so hard, dude.
Okay.
This is so fucking funny. All right, here we go.
Mall. We're gonna sell them.
Oh yeah, that sounds good too.
The kids.
Where that one come from?
I don't know. Which one do you think will get us the most money? This was your idea.
I didn't kidnap a kid.
This was your idea.
Nathan, I did not kidnap a kid.
She doesn't recognize her kids. She's like, I see two of those kids back there. I know are mine. This one, where did this one come from? We didn't. And her husband's like, we kidnapped him. And she's like, I don't remember kidnapping a kid.
She just went to the dentist,
Yeah, they
right?
had two though.
She just had her teeth taken
Teeth
out. Her
pulled. Oh,
wisdom
jeez.
teeth, yeah.
That one doesn't look like me.
Huh?
That one doesn't look like me.
Which one?
That one.
This one. Sorry, Bryn, you got voted off.
Nathan, that one's definitely not our kid. It's a boy.
I told you, I got him off the playground.
Nathan, we gotta take it back.
I'm not. We're selling these little shits.
Oh my god, Nathan, why would you do that?
That's a hell of a fucking drug, dude.
Dude, that's the shit that fucking. So I got a funny story. I've told it on the podcast before, but when my brother was going through cancer, he had to rebuild his leg and had to grow back a bone, and the bone broke. It snapped twice. And one of the times that it snapped, we took him into the emergency room in the middle of the night. Me and my buddy, one of our buddies, and we get to the front desk, and they won't take him back. One of the doctors is like, he's just trying to get drugs. And my buddy looks at the people and he goes, you take this motherfucker back there right now, get a line on his arm, and give him that shit that killed Michael Jackson right now.
That line's legendary, dude.
And that's the shit that
It
killed
was
Michael Jackson.
propofol.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he
that
was
shit
getting
right
that motherfucker was getting propofol at home, administered to him at home just to sleep. That's crazy, dude.
there. Yeah.
I get worried when like I had a what's it called when you get the camera up the ass?
Colonoscopy.
Yeah, I had one of those. I'm like, I hope I don't wake up saying some weird shit. You know what I mean? Because there's like a few minutes where you're up, but you don't even really remember, and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to say like odd
Say
things to
weird
them.
shit. Yeah. Dude, I had my
Or
gallbladder.
like people will be conscious when that's happening actually, and they'll notice everyone in the room talking shit about them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like the doctor, and they're driving a camera up your ass talking shit about you. Seriously.
I had my gallbladder taken out, and when I woke up from the gallbladder, bro, it hurt so bad, bro. So fucking bad. And I'm sitting there holding my stomach. I'm like, fuck. And I keep saying it louder, like, fuck. And I look at the nurse and she goes, just let it out. I go, fuck. And just start yelling, dude, fuck, really loud, bro. She's like, yeah, just let it out. Let
Damn.
that shit out.
That's a good nurse, dude. That's a good nurse.
Screaming that shit. I was like,
She probably fucking gave you the morphine drip after that. The little button.
oh
Ding,
my
ding,
God,
ding,
bro.
ding. Yeah, that sounds horrifying. Anything that you have to do in the hospital just sucks, dude. I feel sorry for anybody that has to deal with any kind of medical shit, you know?
Yeah, that shit sucks.
Sucks. Dude, this is like a minute and 40 seconds, but it's worth it. This guy's a legend. Wait. That's funny.
What's up, guys? This is Dom, the Amazon package thief. I just got a lawsuit from Amazon, so I'm making this video to show you guys how I pulled it off so I don't go to jail. So first, got myself an Amazon vest. Next thing that I did was I recorded a video on my Ring camera of me stealing the package and then running away. Now, I needed some news organizations to cover the story, but they all hate me. So I decided to make my own news reporter. I looked up some clips from ABC News, got a vibe for how they were talking, and then wrote my script. Once I had my script here, I went to 11labs.io. This AI website lets you take any person's voice and make a clone out of it.
Announced the crew of Artemis 2.
I found this actual news reporter voice and I put it inside of the AI. I edited it a little bit on Ableton, and here's what we got.
Stealing customers' Amazon packages.
I found some photos online of other Amazon package thieves. Edited my video, but one thing was missing. So I went to Photoshop and photoshopped my news headline. Love it. I woke up to millions of views on the video.
I saw this
Everybody
before I saw
blowing
this
up my
video.
freaking phone, and a letter from Amazon. Because of the power of AI, I was able to do really interesting stuff like this. Some of my other favorite ones I've been using for my businesses has been ChatGPT and also Midjourney. Since this video, a lot of people have been asking me, does this AI stuff actually work? Can I actually make money with it for my own business? And yes, absolutely you can. You just have to know how to use it correctly. I'm going to be hosting.
Yeah, so he had a video go viral of stealing a package, but it was all fake.
You know, that's that dude that got canceled about a year ago for trying to get underage chicks drunk. He was part of David Dobrik's crew, I think.
This guy?
Yeah, Dirty Dom.
Oh,
There's
damn.
another video that came out recently where that dude is putting a fork in a toaster. Did you see that?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what? I realized like I should have died so many times when I was a kid, because I've done that a few times trying to get the bread out.
Yeah.
Stuck.
So there's a video and the guy's putting a fork in a toaster and it blows up right in his face. And he faked that shit too. And he did the same thing. Yeah, it's fake.
Because that was scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, thank God. Because there's a few times when I was a kid, I would take like a butter knife if my the bread would get stuck, and I'd try to, because it would get stuck when it wouldn't come out, and I'd use it to pull it out. I'm like, holy shit, I could have died so many times. Well, I didn't know that guy was a creep that I just showed in the video. That sucks. But I actually saw that. I saw the video where he was stealing the package. I was like, oh, this guy's a fucking asshole. And then I saw this video and I was like, oh, he faked the whole thing. Like, it kind of goes back to what we were talking about, the UFO shit, because with all this AI shit, you know, it's going to be even harder to figure out what's real and what's not.
All right, we got a video to go check out. Chad Cave sent me a video.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Let's see here.
Do you want me to play one in the meantime, or?
Yeah.
This is definitely real. Check this crazy fucker out. So he pulls up to a. He's got like a scooter, and he's got all these groceries, right?
Oh, I saw this.
Oh, you did?
It's cool.
Kind of fast forward. He pulls out like this.
Zip ties on it. This is Kim. He legit. He just put
He has a
carabiners all over the
watermelon,
back.
and he just starts attaching them.
I just am impressed, dude. I'm impressed. You're filming right now? Yeah, I'm impressed.
Is this real?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Probably. Dude, you actually do this? This is for real?
Could you imagine if he got clipped by a car? Just all his groceries just go everywhere.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you're paving the way for people without a car right here.
Here, you can help me.
What do you need me to do?
Can you just put these on my back? Sometimes those
Oh.
carabiners are hard to hit.
Yeah, dude. Here, Kim, hold this phone and
See the carabiners?
How do you mean do another one?
Yeah.
Let's watch this.
The baby.
So he puts like a baby thing on for the watermelon.
He is very inquisitive.
I got a little.
And he rented the scooter.
It works, Kim.
Yeah, those are those things they have like in the city.
Dude.
It worked, dude.
Watch how fast a motherfucker goes with all this shit too.
Have a good day, man.
Have a good one.
It's all wet out.
And there he goes.
Fucking crazy, bro.
Sleeping.
Look how fast it is right there.
He's on his way home.
Someone just clipped him.
All right, here we go.
No, this is a volumetric flask. You wouldn't go.
Smoke weed again. Sophia, stop.
So that's actually a good question. If you can, what I don't want you to get is a dry socket.
Yeah.
I
just
painful. It's not an infection.
smoke.
And it'll
Can I take edibles?
better than smoking.
That's
You need to
lit.
try to avoid smoking for about a week.
Oh, wait. What about vaping, man?
Thing that's gonna cause any sucking.
Jesus Christ. I can't suck dick either.
Sophia!
Oh my god.
Jesus. Shut up. Oh, yeah, I'm getting all this on YouTube. Oh, all of this when we get in the car. Oh, don't turn into a crier.
Oh
You're not
my
depressed?
god.
Look what I got. Please stop. Please stop.
Oh, we here. Smoke weed again.
Sophia, stop.
So
That was a good one, Chad. That was a good one. Holy shit, dude.
Check out this fucking ballsy motherfucker.
What did you just do?
I'm so sorry.
Joe, hello. Yo, hello. Joe, you did hello.
Oh, you're talking to me.
You did.
What?
You a stupid fool.
What did I do?
You didn't see me standing right here.
Me no comprendo, mi mexicano.
You not no Mexican shit. You knocked my mother wig off.
I'm so sorry.
I should whoop your mother in your big nose motherfucker. You an asshole.
What did I do?
Why would you take my motherfucking wig off?
That was the hurricane.
Ain't no hurricane. You a fucking kid, dog.
Me no speak English.
English, my motherfucking asshole.
I'm sorry.
I should whoop your sitting right here in this motherfucker.
I'm so sorry. Big nose, that's all you have against me. You're beautiful.
Is that fucking what's his name? That guy that took the 30 grams of mushrooms?
Tally, is it? I think it is.
It sounds like him. Look at that. How he takes look how he takes it off like that.
was an accident.
Yeah, it sounds like him.
Yeah, that's Vitaly. That dude's a douchebag, but he's fucking funny, bro. He's a known faker, but I don't know if
I just realized that. Yeah, this could be fake.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do they say?
Yeah.
I don't get why people can find this funny. Definitely racially motivated.
Damn, dude.
Either way, it's pretty funny.
That's crazy, bro.
I think he's like crazy enough to do that kind of shit too, though. You know?
Yeah, yeah. I thought that this was pretty funny, even though it's it's not even in our language. I thought it was funny, dude, for some reason.
Okay.
Sabemos qué pedo. No.
What the fuck?
No, que no.
So he tries.
What?
He's supposed to be a cop, and he tries the coke.
Yo creo que es mejor idea esperar los resultados.
Tranquila, yo nervioso.
Es que no estoy segura de que sea bueno.
Santa madre, ahorita vemos qué pedo. Qué pedal, qué highs, qué rollo, qué Pedro, pinche Pablo. ¿Y esta quién es? ¿Es tu vieja?
Es López, teniente. Lleva con nosotros 6 años.
Ah, pues qué chingón. Qué chingona está tu vieja.
You have a weird feed.
Que se armen los pinches chingadazos. ¡Pi, pop! Su
This
puta
is like some
madre.
South American show.
Están dando ganas de bailar un pinche cumbión bien loco.
Dude, I used to work with guys like this, bro. Swear to God, the real
Where?
fucking deal, dude. When I used to deliver pizzas, the cooks were fucking the coolest motherfuckers ever, bro. But they were straight up
mad cokeheads, yeah.
mad cokeheads, and that's exactly how they fucking acted, bro. It was one of the. I have gone down many times, and I'll say it again. One of the greatest jobs I've ever had was delivering pizzas. I got paid to drive around all day, smoke weed, and listen to great fucking music, dude.
You should tell the story about the house that fucked with you or didn't tip you or whatever, and what you did to their pizza.
Oh yeah, you don't fuck with you like. There's one thing that I will never do. Like if I'm in a car with somebody, you know how sometimes you would be coming home from the bar with your buddies or people, and you go through a drive-through, and somebody would be an asshole to the people in the drive-through, and you're all getting an order together. You know, I would say don't order for me because I know exactly what's happening. You act like an asshole to anybody that makes food for you or delivers food or hands you your food. You're asking for it. You're straight up asking for it. So I don't even fuck around. And the reason I don't fuck around because I worked in a fucking streets in New York fucking delivery place with nothing but degenerates for years. And delivery drivers remember addresses. And anytime
that used to really impress me how you guys just really knew everyone's address and how to get around so well, and street names.
So,
you didn't have fucking Google Maps or anything like that, so you got to just know everything.
So my very first delivery I ever made was a massive fucking delivery, right? It was like my very first delivery I ever made on my own, you know. So I was a little nervous, and it was a huge delivery. It was like 10 pizzas, tons of wings, a bunch of alcohol and shit, because in streets of New York sold alcohol. And I get to the house, and it's a bunch of fucking cowboys, right? Like straight fucking cowboys, like the perfect example of drunk fucking shit kickers that you think of in Arizona, and they were fucked up. And so I go to the door, and some guy comes to the door, and they're wasted, and they're having a party, and a guy hands me like I look at the thing. He goes, "How much?" I tell him how much. He hands me $110. Gives me a $20 tip. I'm like stoked. I go back. They go, dude, it was a credit card order, and the guy who gave you your money isn't supposed to give you money. You're supposed to have another guy there sign the order. I'm like, I fucked up. So I go back, and when I get back, the dude who gave me the money was just some dude, and he didn't realize it. You know, he's just trying to be friendly, and and the guy who actually ordered is waiting outside for me with a couple other of his shit kicker buddies, and as I walk up, they surround me and they start fucking talking shit to me and like, you're a fucking dumbass. We're not even going to tip you. Fuck you. You're a fucking idiot. This and that. And so I'm like, okay. So I go back. I told the cooks, I said, all right, I wrote down the dude's address. I put it up on this wall and I said, if anybody ever gets this address, you leave it for me. You leave it for me. And that's how it was. Anytime that dude ordered for 7 fucking years, he got the bottom of fucking trash can crumbs.
I thought it was just one time. It was multiple times.
Oh no, multiple times. He got
Oh,
spit
wow.
in his ranch. He got pubes in underneath his cheese of his pizza. Dude, and I was a young motherfucker that was like rowdy for fucking with people. You know what I mean? Like I was so excited anytime
it was the whole place was filled with degenerates. So it was
nothing but
perfect.
degenerate drug addicts. Yeah,
yeah.
And I would get so excited to take this guy his order because I would take him his order and he would tip me and be eating all that shit and still tip me. And I still remember the fucking number of the house to this day, dude. Like it's my phone number when I was a kid.
Say it, fuck it.
No, I'm not gonna dox anybody.
Oh yeah, don't dox them.
Yeah,
because they probably don't even live there anymore.
Yeah,
I didn't mean it like that.
But that being said, you don't fuck with the people. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that's a good thing to do. It was a degenerate. It was a fucking derelict Daryl thing.
But it goes to your point because you don't know though who's, it could be someone from 18 to someone, in the 50s, 60s that are working in the, the food industry. Just be fucking. I don't understand that.
Well, on the separate end, if you remember, we would remember people who would tip us well. And if we had like a 5-order delivery, if somebody tipped us well, was in that delivery, and even though they just ordered and 4 other people are waiting 20 minutes plus, you tipped us well, you got your pizza first, period. Like you get your pizza hot. If you tipped well, you continue to tip well. If you don't tip well, we remember the houses that don't tip well. And first of all, when we go in, this is back when I was delivering pizzas 30 years ago, but you know what I mean? Like it's different now, I imagine. We would go in, everything would be sitting on the fucking pizza ovens, above the pizza ovens. And you would go and you'd look at the addresses. And if it was somebody that didn't tip well, you just leave it there for the next guy. You know what I mean? And then the next guy would get there and just leave it there for the next guy. Nobody wants to take somebody's order that doesn't tip well.
I think it's like that, but it's through the DoorDash apps or whatever. But you tip a percentage beforehand, but it's probably the same thing. If the tip's not big, then they don't take the order,
Yeah.
But,
I remember
they'll do two different things. Sometimes they'll drop the order off, or sometimes they'll like hand it to you and then see if for you to add an additional tip on top of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was a different time, dude. It's crazy how things have changed so much, man. So much in such a short period of time. When you think about that saying where like they're like, the time it took for man to walk faster than a horse, then the time it took to go faster than to fly like a bird, and then from when it took them to fly like a bird to go past the speed of sound was like shorter than each.
Then we're to the moon, and then doing all these these leaps. Like it was like this long period of time, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's just like fucking.
Dude, I remember I used to have so much fun. We used to have so much fun at this work, you guys. It was nothing but friends from high school, right? There was like.
Well, can I tell you how it was fun for me, and I didn't even work there?
Yeah.
Because I would just be chilling, and then either one of 4 of you guys within the same night would come scoop me up, and I would go on one delivery with you, smoke out. Either I would smoke you out or you would smoke me out, go home. Another one would come over, same thing, go cruise around, go on an order. So I would just blaze with like 3 or 4 different homies just going on their deliveries and shit.
And half of us worked as delivery drivers and the other half worked as waiters in the inside.
And everybody was stealing.
And you guys, everybody was stealing. It was almost the perfect example of that one movie, Waiting. Like, all the waiters were fucking each other. All the delivery drivers were degenerate drug addicts. All the cooks were
cokeheads,
illegals from Mexico that were hardcore coke heads.
They were all bringing all the coke in.
It was a whole family. It was a whole family, right? And they were so cool, bro. You know,
but you know what? With all this said, the pizza was pretty fucking good.
It was amazing, bro.
Yeah, it was good pizza.
And
yeah,
dude, we would hang out together. The whole restaurant would hang out together every night. We'd close the restaurant. We would steal all the alcohol and the wine in backpacks. And dude, it was amazing. It was the best job ever, dude. And you know what? I find it very sad that kids won't ever go through that again. It's impossible to have that happen anymore. You know,
kids don't get their first job until they're like 30 now.
Yeah. That was it was 100% debauchery. Cash on hand at the end of the night. Jobs are made for debauchery. Yep. Yeah. I got something for you. So when I was delivering pizzas was when at time when I was at my most derelict times, and the reason I had a pizza job for a long time is because I could go and get my bank of my pizza. Right, your bank is like your change to give to people, right? Or you would go do a couple of deliveries and hope you get a couple.
It's like your blue little bag.
You could hope you get a couple cash deliveries, because then you go hit up the fucking dope house and you pay for your fucking to get high for the night. You know what I mean? And you just hope that you make it up at the end of the night and your bank isn't overdrawn. You know what I mean? It was
But what were you taking during that opiate phase? Because it went from Vicodins to obviously like perks and oxys, and then the H. What were you doing at that phase? Pills?
80s and
80s.
And that's when I first started getting into the black.
Yeah, because you were doing heroin before doing heroin was cool.
Yeah, it was. I was doing heroin before meth addicts and heroin addicts hung out together. Right, when I was doing heroin, meth addicts were like ultimate enemies of heroin addicts, and vice versa. Now, if you're a meth addict, you're probably a heroin addict too. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty much what causes your heart to explode, mixing the uppers and the downers like that.
Yeah. And that's what happened to Coolio. Did you see that?
Oh, I was just gonna bring that up, dude. That's so fucked up. Yeah, Coolio died of fentanyl, man. That's so sad. I actually had that in my Twitter bookmark.
It is sad, bro. It's really sad.
I hate that shit, man. Like, what do you think happened? Do you think someone handed him like a perk, or do you think he knowingly had these? Like, I don't know. Do you think he was just taking straight fentanyl? I mean, that's when you're pretty fucking hardcore. You know what I mean? When I see these deaths like that, I think of it like mixed in like those perk 30s or something like that, right? Like, because we've lost some friends to that where they had the perk 30, and I don't know if they knew or not, but there was fentanyl in it, and they took it and just never woke up and shit.
Well, I think that probably what my first thoughts are is that Coolio's probably like had his times where he's been sober before, and then he'll have a fall off point, right?
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, he's like, probably what happened here is he probably was sober for a while, had a fall off point, and just was on one, right? It's like, fuck it, I'm gonna hang out with
that's like what that's the Philip Seymour Hoffman did, dude. He was off of heroin for like 25 years, and he's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go just do it a couple times, and then he just bought a really bad batch.
Which, don't get me wrong, you guys. This is gonna sound
man.
crazy. This is gonna sound crazy, but I don't know another. This is gonna sound really crazy, you guys. It's just the truth.
I have to edit this out, huh?
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of ex addicts have the same thought process that I have. Like, if I make it to a certain age, man, I don't have a problem using drugs. You know what I mean? Like, I hope that I can get to that age and do that. So that's too early for me. But at some point, bro, I want to get to that age where I can fucking go get the fucking best fucking East Coast fucking China white heroin that you can fucking ever find, and the baddest strippers, and
Preach on, brother.
yeah, all the goodies, bro. We're gonna be lobster hair and lobster tails and heroin, dude.
Ass lines.
Ass lines, yep, all of it, bro. We're going on the final voyage. We're gonna
Wait, what age again? 70?
70 is
Fuck it.
probably it.
No,
It's
58,
probably
bro.
70.
58.
70 at least, at the very least,
I'm
at
not
70.
gonna make it to 70, dude.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Chad Cave, am I hearing hallelujah or I've had too much vodka?
Holy shit.
Oh my god, dude. Just
Yeah, and then you find out fucking all this fentanyl's coming in from like that sergeant, and she's getting it shipped to her fucking house, her work, and that is one of the most fucked up things ever, dude.
Talk about
I hate
putting
that bitch.
going out there
I thought
and
I had that saved too, but I
stepping
can't
in,
find it.
dude. If you want to make fucking people like cops more, go out there and tell everybody that one got caught selling all the drugs that their kids are dying off of. Holy shit, dude. What a fucking like the worst thing that could ever happen. Do you think that she was a drug addict herself? Because I doubt it. I feel like she was probably just like
Money hungry, dude.
Money hungry,
So
yeah.
much money in that shit, and
yeah,
you feel like you could find this opening.
yeah.
And the thing that's fucked up about it is you always think that like, oh, you're gonna make this much and stop or whatever, but that never happens. It's always like, oh, just a little bit more, and then a little bit more, a little bit more, and
yeah.
at some point you get caught.
A person working at a sheriff's office got caught bringing in fentanyl and pills from China and all over the world.
Can you bring that up? Can you bring that story up?
Yeah.
I thought I had it. I just can't. I don't know. I can't find it.
Yeah, I gotta find her. I'll look for her fucking.
Didn't you brought that up last week? I think too.
Yeah. Here it is, right here. Executive Director of San Jose Police Officers Association charged with importing fentanyl. Ouch. So, 64 years old, accused of ordering thousands of opioids to her home and agreeing to distribute them in the United States. 61 shipments were mailed to her home from countries including Hong Kong, Hungary, India, the Department of Justice said. So, listen, I was thinking about this today. There's a podcast that I listen to, right? That I really like this guy just because he reminds me of being a kid. When I was a kid, one of my favorite things to do was watching old movies with my grandparents. My grandmother used to watch these old movies like Betty Davis movies, and just it's one of the things that kind of like calms me is watching these old movies from the 30s, and I really geek out of that. Well, back when in the 90s, there was a show on E! Entertainment, right? And there was about like these Hollywood mysteries, and like the early with AJ Benza. And AJ Benza does a podcast, and I just like it. I think AJ Benza's
that dude is badass.
Yeah, and he tells a lot of these good stories. Well, he was talking today and just talking about his family, and his family were all cops, and it's got me thinking, like, there's always this us versus them when with cops and cops families and non-cops families, but it would be weird growing up in a family full of cops and being a drug addict, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be weird? And it happens all the time. So then that got me thinking, like,
I know someone that we could talk about off air as a firefighter who was a drug addict.
Yeah. But this kind of got me thinking, like, I instantly want to be like, fuck cops. This is another example of like, you can't trust a fucking cop, But there's people out there that families are cops, and there's people out there that are cops. We don't think about that shit. And I thought it would be interesting. I'm going down a stoned phase, Chad Cave. But I thought it would be interesting, like, to talk to people who like grew up that way and ask them, like, what do you think? You know what I mean? Like if there's a person that was like a drug addict or something, you know, family full of cops. Like what was that movie with
well,
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Oh yeah. What is that movie?
And Mark Wahlberg.
The Departed.
And yeah, The Departed.
Yeah,
But anyway,
that's what I was gonna say. Like she's probably even in with the cartels and shit. Like a lot of these politicians are probably in with the cartels a lot, dude.
Yeah,
and
bad
taking a
cops,
lot of this shit in
bad
and fucking.
politicians.
I mean,
traffic and.
I wouldn't be surprised, dude.
Comes
I forgot
down-
where I was going with that, but
All comes down to the mighty dollar, you guys. The mighty dollar.
yeah, this fentanyl shit's pretty fucking scary. This is pretty crazy, dude. This dude built this like tank and he drives into a tornado. So I'm just gonna kind of play through it as he drives into it.
Have you ever wondered what inside of a tornado looks like? I know I have. This is TIV-2. It's an armored vehicle that can withstand high winds. It sits low to the ground, that way the wind can't go underneath it and blow it away. This right here is the spikes that shoot into the ground about 4 feet. That way it stays stationary. Well, they got lucky one day. They intercepted a tornado that was a wedge. Huge wedge tornado. They intercepted it and, well, let's just say they got really, really lucky. Be prepared to have your mind blown away. No pun intended.
It's just crazy.
It takes a while for them to get to it.
Ears are popping.
Whoa.
Ears are popping.
That's
Watch,
crazy.
watch this, dude. It gets crazier.
Bro.
That's scary as fuck.
Dude, tornadoes are scary as fuck, period. Whoa. Electric poles and shit. Wow, bro.
That's just crazy, man.
That's
Mother
unbelievable.
Nature and shit.
Yeah.
That would just fuck you up.
Oh, you know how fucking pumped you would be after that, dude? Your adrenaline would be going crazy.
You guys like, I forgot to put the battery in. You didn't film any of that, you fucking prick. That would suck.
No, this is just a big prank to fuck with you. Yeah. Joe's Doolin says, I can't see those tornado cars and not think about the A-team and B.A. Baracus breaking out the welding. Oh, my God. That shit's crazy. All right, check this out, bro. This is really cool.
Know that in 1993, this young 12-year-old kid named JJ Styles created a very similar type of show that we see every day on Twitch. In 1993, it was really, really awesome. He had people calling in. He had green screen behind him, playing the video games. It was revolutionary. Check out this awesome clip, just to give you a little feel for it.
That would be cool.
I mean, right now, National TV, I'm making a challenge.
National
Friendly
TV.
challenge.
All right, maybe.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be neat.
All right.
All right.
Big
Okay,
challenges
I'll
here.
give you the address. All right. It's 124 East Broadway. All right. That's where the address is. And if you want to subscribe to my newsletter, You got a right to video games in 124 East Broadway and 85702.
By the way, what are your names?
I'm Zach the Avenger, and he's Jason.
Hey, streamers.
He's an OG, dude.
That's crazy, bro.
And now he's on the streets of San Francisco, addicted to fentanyl.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do you ever hear the conspiracy theories that like there's different Bidens they're using, and
Yeah.
you know, the earlobes don't. There's just this video I saw where they're saying it's a mask. So check this out.
I love how they use the loonies all the time.
Oh my gosh, that's a mask. Holy cow.
That's kind of creepy.
Is that just his old man scan?
I think so. Whoa. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, bro.
Ugh.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy. No, thank you. This is kind of cool, bro. Check this out.
Please play.
Have you heard that before? You seen that?
Oh yeah, I actually have this. This is on the box set.
That's fucking cool, bro. But
Yeah,
anyways,
I love any video where like you can tell Kurt's happy.
Yeah.
You can tell he's like happy there. And what's cool too is like he's actually left-handed playing on a right-handed kit, so it's pretty hard to do.
This took me down this route. Check this.
Stop saying I'm a good drummer because I'm the most basic fucking drummer. If you listen to Nevermind, the Nirvana record, I pulled so much stuff from the Gap Band and Cameo and Tony Thompson on every one of those songs. All that. That's old disco. That's all it is. Can I not hear that? Nobody makes the connection. That's straight up Gap Band. I told Tony Thompson that came to my house for a barbecue with somebody, and I was like, man, I just want to thank you because, you know, I owe so much. I've been ripping you off my whole life. He goes, I know. Whoa. The big disco flam. Like, it works every time. Stop saying
You all right, dude?
because I'm the most basic fucking drummer.
What is happening?
Nevermind, the Nirvana record, I pulled so much stuff from the Gap Band and Cameo and Tony.
Your mic's muted, dog. You're muted. What happened? Did you fart?
I went through a sneezing fit.
Oh, damn. Yeah, Dave Grohl's a badass. I think he's going on tour again.
I love any time that he puts out any type of documentary, anything.
Yeah. Pharrell's a pretty, like, I respect him as an artist. Like, he makes badass beats and he actually knows how to play drums and shit. Like, he's legit. Check out this crazy fucker, dude.
Wow, dude, that's nuts.
Right?
I have a backpack with a parachute.
I
on
don't
it.
know. That was my first thought. Like, it's got to be under his white shirt. I mean, yeah. It's white. You can see it. I can see it. Red will always be doing some crazy shit. Would you ever go in a balloon, just a regular balloon?
For sure, dude.
Really? I think I asked you that last time.
Do you remember? I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah, we did.
Wait,
I'd be pretty frightened of that.
My brother doesn't remember those days of the balloon races, bro.
That's odd.
Yeah, it was one of the biggest things as kids. I remember we'd wake up at least 1 or 2 days every year to walk to school, and all the fucking balloons were out. All of them.
Like literally right in our backyard.
Yeah.
They would blow them up or whatever in the desert across the street before that
across from the
skate
high school.
park was there. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember growing up and across from high school was all desert, but it had that one house that was like built in the ground and the roof was made of grass?
Let me say that again. Sorry, I was getting a video ready. My bad.
So across from the high school when we were kids, when where we lived was basically all desert north of Union.
Yeah.
Do you remember that it was all desert north of Union, but there was that one house that was out there that was built into the ground that had the roof that was made of grass?
Yeah.
I wonder what happened to that house.
I wonder if it's still there.
I don't even know where it would
Do
be.
you remember when they built Arrowhead and like Olabella Road and all that shit? And where Chick-fil-A was, there was that one shack house forever. They just held on for years. And
Never
who knows, maybe the lady died or maybe she finally took the money.
Yeah.
But then they bulldozed it down and put a Chick-fil-A there.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
I want to see what you think about you guys like Legos, right? You like Legos?
Yeah, I think Legos are cool, bro.
What do you think about this? Is this a good or bad idea?
Again, what is going on here? Everyone's favorite brick building toy, Lego, has gone woke. Fresh off Bud Light getting completely eviscerated and losing billions in market cap for their Dylan Mulvaney collab, Lego has said, hold our plastic brick beer, and announced this The A to Z of Awesome campaign. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the A to Zs, shall we? Now, here are some of the more woke A to Zs. We have B is for bi, C is for coming out, G is for gay, I is for intersex, L is for lesbian.
Oh, this is real.
N is for non-binary, and T is for trans. Now, I don't see why companies feel the need to indoctrinate your kids with this type of material. Now, don't give me the whole adults love Legos too. I get that. But I'm pretty sure adults have a pretty good grasp on their ABCs. It's
dude. What can you even say? Like, I'm sorry, even like somebody that's just down to argue is going to sound stupid arguing that, in my opinion. I don't see a reason for that. I don't know, unless it was some special thing that they did or something. You know what I mean? Like, again, we've jumped. You know, South Park 2005, Lego 2023. Shit's crazy, bro. That's nuts. Well, speaking of 2023 not being able to handle shit, I don't think they could handle this music either.
We have the same algorithm, dude, because they're probably gonna copyright us. Give us all, take all our monetization for that.
But don't you laugh. Last night I saw your mama. She was tricking on the block. You know what she was doing? She was.
Again.
What's the name of that group? What is that from? I forgot.
I don't know. I've never heard that until the other day. I heard it for the first time.
I feel like we've heard that as a kid. You don't remember that?
No. I mean, I remember people used to fucking joke and say shit like that, but I never heard that song.
You want to see a really creepy fucking McDonald's commercial from 1971?
Oh, I love shit like this, dude.
This is fucking weird, dude.
Evil Grimace.
Get yourself ready for a trip through McDonald's land.
One day, Ronald and his friends spotted Evil Grimace running off with loads of shakes and I'm tasty. Thinking quickly, Ronald disguised himself as a big Hollywood movie director. I'm really thirsty. Took a shortcut and headed off to Grimace at Filet-O-Fish Lake. Wait! Shouted Ronald.
What a face with beautiful eyes. I'm gonna make you a star.
The evil Grimace was very flattered.
Would you mind stepping back a bit? Little further.
Asked Ronald.
Just a little bit further.
Splash!
You were sensational.
Shouted Ronald.
And so are these McDonald's shakes, and Coca-Colas, and hamburgers, and French fries.
Shout out to Chad Cave.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
The $20 dono super chat says, "Well, I'm still able to donate."
Fucking thank you.
Much love, brother. Appreciate you.
Oh, that's awesome. Fuck yeah. Yeah, that shit's creepy, huh, dude? It's a little scary.
You want to see the most effective ad in history?
I don't know why I was waiting for him to like hit him or something. That was so good, dude. Holy shit. They can get away. That's a British commercial or something, huh?
Yeah.
Because they can get away with more. Their commercials are so much better than Americans because they have so many lame rules they have to follow by.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the ones from the 80s, like you played the Michael J. Fox, or there was the More You Know ones. Have you ever seen this one from Will Smith?
Oh, there you go. Hey, check this out. Here's the situation. Say you out with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You know, you're at school, you at a club or something, getting busy. All right, you just having fun. Somebody steps up to you and they tell you they want to rumble. All right, now just stop for a second. Before you lose your head, get all crazy and toss your hands up, just think. The person that uses their head can always defeat the person that's just trying to use their hands. Now remember that, because the more you know.
What are the fucking chances, bro?
Oh my god, dude.
What are the chances, dude?
What do you think Will Smith could ever recover from what he did? No. There's probably a few, just maybe diehards, a few, but for the most part, he's just done, dude.
I even think, dude, bro, we're talking about a guy who was liked by so many people.
Everybody. Yeah,
he was in everybody's house growing up. It didn't matter if you were a white kid, a black kid, a girl, a boy. What you love, everybody watched Fresh Prince,
yeah.
Saved by the Bell,
and then we all fucking cheered for him when he got Independence Day. We're like, fuck yeah, he's doing movies, big movies and shit.
He was loved by everybody.
We saw his dramatic side. And then that scene when he had to fucking kill his dog, I cried. Remember that? In that one zombie movie?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
And then he fucking did the fucking most pathetic thing in history. I still can't believe that's real. Yeah. Shit like that makes me feel like the whole CERN thing caused a shift in the universe, and we're on some alternate timeline or something because things are so weird now.
Yeah. Let me count the times my mom would have no-look slapped the sound out of me. Yeah.
Dude, this is nuts, dude. Check this out.
Oh my god!
my God. Oh my God.
Wow.
Wow. Wow, look at this. I can't believe it. Wow.
You show the crash one more time.
What happened?
He just didn't pull far enough over the tracks.
Wow, dude. This is why I think that sometimes there might be a God for reasons like this. You ready?
But that included an engagement, a new job, the new car, and even more good luck when we asked Bill to
Oh,
read
yeah. This guy's the luckiest motherfucker ever.
I just won 250,000. I'm not joking.
You're not, are you?
I just won 250,000.
Oh,
Oh, please don't come in.
you have to. Congratulations, Bill. Good on you. Fantastic. Look.
I think I'll have another heart attack.
Oh.
I won 250,000, honey. I have.
He didn't know.
So people, just to give you a little backstory, in 1999, an Australian Bill Morgan was a truck driver who got in a pretty bad accident that left him in a coma. After 12 days, and despite doctors giving him zero chance of surviving, he miraculously woke up and was shockingly completely fine. Feeling lucky for surviving, he went on and bought a scratch lottery ticket. The result, he won a $17,000 car. Normally, winning a car wouldn't have made it to the news, but because of Morgan's accident story, Channel 9 decided to do a feature on the man who was clinically dead and came back to win the lottery. While filming, they asked him to buy a lottery ticket again so they could reenact the winning scratch. He happily obliged and started scratching the ticket on camera and won another $250,000.
Yeah, that's dope, dude.
Fucking A, bro.
You know, bringing it back to Sam Tripoli, he had a guest on. I forgot who it was or what his name is, but he was talking about how like the lottery, at least in America, I think, is all a CIA psyop, and how there's very few real winners, and how it's really just a way to raise and funnel money to themselves, and that's why they encourage them to be anonymous, and you can never know who the winner is because there really is no winner. It's all just fucking. I wouldn't be surprised if we found that out, right?
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, I believe that. But I just thought that was an interesting. So I just wanted to end on this video as far as my end, and then ask you, McClay, what yours is, and then I'll show you mine, and we can ask chat too.
Top 5 games of all time, Red Bull Athlete Edition.
Smash Melee, Halo 1, Halo 2. We're going to go with Warcraft 3, Counter-Strike.
I think Halo 3 is up there easily. In no particular order, Breath of the Wild, it's in there, 100%. MW2, pure nostalgia. Mario Kart Double Dash. Right. I'll say Banjo-Tooie as well.
Definitely Apex, League of Legends, Soldier Front 2, Valorant, Realm Morale.
World of Warcraft, H1Z1, League of Legends, Fortnite, Warzone. Actually, wait. Get rid of Warzone, CSGO.
Top 5.
That's a tough one. So let me just clarify. Is this top 5 games that we had the most fun playing, or the best games that we think are ever been made?
It just says top 5 games of all time.
I'm gonna say that's the top 5.
So list yours too in chat. You want me to list mine?
Yeah.
I retweeted Halo CE Comet Evolve, which is Halo 1, Halo 2, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Red Redemption 2, and Diablo 2.
So mine would be
like these 2 games, dude. You know me and Halo, my relationship with Halo. This is about as Zelda. This game is so fucking sick, dude. I just cannot believe how amazing this game is. This game's on another level. This was a toss-up between 2 and 3, but I think I just had more fun with 2. But yeah.
So for me, it would be Link to the Past,
That's
World of
the
Warcraft.
Super Nintendo one.
Yeah, so Super Nintendo, Link to the Past, World of Warcraft is obviously number 1. Link to the Past is number 2.
When you say World of Warcraft, can you be maybe more specific? Maybe an era like Burning
Wrath of the Lich
Crusade.
King.
Okay, Wrath of the
Wrath of the
Lich
Lich
King.
King. Yeah, Wrath of the Lich King is the greatest fucking gaming anything to me. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 would be Link to the Past. Number 3 would be not Tecmo Bowl, but Super Tecmo Bowl.
I debated Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah.
I debated Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah, Super Tecmo Bowl, GoldenEye, and then I really had a lot of fun playing Super Punch-Out as a kid, but I would probably throw in. This is a crazy game. A lot of people aren't going to remember, but there's 2 games that I remember really having fun playing when I was in high school. I think it was called 1080 Air. It was a snowboard game. And,
I remember that game.
And Virtua Tennis.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about Virtual Tennis on Dreamcast. I had a lot of fun with that game. That's what, like, even if you don't like tennis, that's just a fun fucking game. And it's very competitive. Man, the Dreamcast was sick.
Yeah.
Fuck. That would probably be like number 5 for me. Virtual Tennis.
It was such a fun Tony Hawk. I totally forgot about Tony Hawk. Holy shit, dude. That's another game that I played the shit out of. Stop and restart. Stop and restart. You mess up the first trick, you got to stop and restart. You just try to beat your top scores.
Contra was the first game that I was at a friend's house and I played it, and I just went home and I begged my mom and cried like a little bitch for like a week or 2 until like she went and bought it because I wanted it so bad because I thought it was so cool.
Yeah, it was. the different guns and stuff.
Yeah, the spray gun and
the laser.
How you go left or right, but also there's the ones where you're kind of going like, you know what I mean, like forward this way. Yeah. Like, that was pretty cool. It was like innovative at the time.
I really had fun playing Metroid on the original NES. I remember as a kid getting that game and having a really hard time with it. And then my mom called me one day when she was at work, and she's like, "My coworker told me if you put this code Justin Bailey in, it helps you on Metroid." And I went and fucking put the code in, and it gave you her Samus. And I was like, "Holy shit, dude! Metroid's a chick." It's crazy.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty cool reveal.
That was a fucking major moment for me as a kid. And then Super Mario 3, I remember when that was coming out, me and my 2 buddies in elementary school at the time, we rented a Nintendo and Super Mario 3 over that whole weekend, and we just played Super Mario 3 the whole fucking weekend, dude. Ordered pizza, drank Jolt, and played Super Mario 3 the whole fucking time. Another game that was a big fucking huge part of my life, but it was in the arcade as a kid, and that was NBA Jam. We used to play NBA Jam forever, dude.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. A lot of people probably did the like Mortal Kombat. I was never really into. I played Mortal Kombat, but like some people like would go to the arcade every day. Remember that?
Yeah.
Just to fucking.
Yeah, we had a Nick Dallas out here that was amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I got, big dog.
Yeah, I'm good. I do got one last thing that Chad Cave sent us. Let's take a look. Is he going to get us canceled on the last final thing of the show?
Mama said I could be anything when I grew up, so I decided to be a unicorn.
Wait, what's happening?
Go. Mama said I could be anything when I grew up, so I decided to be a unicorn.
That's pretty fucking good. Shout out to everybody that hung out.
I'm gonna go try that now.
Yeah. Fucking make sure to go use promo code Bogcast for 20% off your order at manscaped.com and free shipping. Pretty sweet. Your balls will thank you. Score some ball toner.
Yeah, we really appreciate you guys hanging out with us each week, and fucking we're also on Rumble if you want to hang out with us over there. You can also find us on TikTok, on Twitter, Instagram, all that bullshit.
Oh yeah,
I got pretty ripped. I'm glad to say I'm back.
Same with me. It was a good show tonight, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed them. Make sure to go check out some more older content if you haven't seen any of the older stuff.
All right, guys. Peace out. We'll see you next week. Thanks for hanging out. You guys fucking rule.